with Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanted to be said. 90 minutes for Phil to fill with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to wane, but all is fine as long as chat's with 9 and doesn't step out of line. His content sound mature for all to enjoy, like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran through to feel so insecure. The money earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. His supports us also slow and stays so low and fails to grow. You never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Most things are across the board, we charge the ward because his code can't be ignored. Just how much DSP makes us all feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch it creep, we play bingo while Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across our screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our soul machineers. Norton burping leaning ban, it matters not if Andrew Banner's chatters can't see if others make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and slaps his leg before launching into a bike, pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of Clawless Cat and Fatty Life and all his strife while forgetting that tits done well and they were right. With drama he will react, but as an actor it's a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. 3 streams nearly over and a win is in sight, with little white despite Phil delight that tits were not light. We'll say alright, it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tits will help from being off the other day, and with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won, and thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jet here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Thursday, the 27th of March 2025. I do hope you're all doing very well indeed. As you can see, Phil Bonnell is in a stream chat right now, and he's very excited because there's tons of game news today. It's going to be a Phil show. Phil finally has some actual fucking content to talk about on his shitey fucking podcast, thanks to fucking things like the Nintendo Showcase and all that crap, you know, so there you fucking go. So brace yourself for that, I guess. His game today is going to be Atomfall, brand new game, and I was reading an interesting article about the fucking game on the BBC. I know, BBC fucking boo, but still, it actually explains like it's based on a real, you know, nuclear incident that happened in the UK. You know, like people have heard of obviously Fukushima, 3 Mile Island, Chernobyl. You know, those places are known for nuclear disasters, but you know, not as many people are aware of the wind scale fire. You know what I mean? I thought it was a kind of fascinating read. You know what I mean? And it's like, it's the kind of thing as well where it's like based on an actual area. A lot of the details are quite accurate to the area it's portrayed in, you know, and it's just, I mean, it's like, it's interesting to see, you know, a game set in Britain which is not like London. You know, usually these kind of games, like, oh, you need to set them in like a recognisable location. Kind of like, you know, how most games based in America are set in like the big major places like New York or San Jose or whatever. Maybe, you know, Miami, Florida, you know what I mean, like Vice City, for example. But you don't get like in the more rural places. That's very rarely featured really in big games. You think it wouldn't drum up the interest, but yeah, Phil's playing Atomfall. And of course, even though it's based on so it's not based on reality, the game, of course, you know what I mean? There was definitely creative liberties taken with the creators of the game, but the area is real though, the location is real. It's just an imagined kind of, you know, a reimagined what if sort of situation with the game. So yeah, Phil's playing Atomfall. And of course you'll be hoping that'll fucking save the stream and, you know, make sure it gets his goals hit. And all that crap. But yeah, Phil is going to have a packed show apparently, so...
Who fucking cares?
So yeah, what else is there to cover, of course? Well, first of all, Phil actually said this. Phil said these words here. He believes that $300 a day is a reasonable amount for what he does. Of course, here with a fantastic counterpoint. DSP told us $50 a stream was a successful stream a year ago. So yeah, make of that what you want. What are comments here? Let's do some simple math here. Phil does 2 to 3 hour long streams a day, meaning he literally works 6 hours per day. So he's essentially saying he's entitled to pay $50 an hour. That's insane for anyone to expect, much as a soulless, drunken man child with no friends. What about this person here? Yeah, that's the horizon. You know, this. I can think of maybe 2 or 3 creators who actually deserve $300 per day. And none of them acronymed their names would be easier for his career much an audience to say, Jesus Christ, man. It's kind of funny actually, like Mario Faker does a whale show. I believe they should pay $300 a day for online companionship. Some might do. It's funny you mention that, Mario Faker, because look at this little quote here. So, Real Dashfire saying PWR, which is one of Phil's supporters who are becoming quite prominent lately with their insanity. He says that he doesn't have a lot of friends, and this is his way to interact with people by following DSP and shouting on and doing content. So yeah, and Steve obviously responded, why do people end up as DSP fans? It is truly a mystery. Like I said, I've said this kind of thing before. Phil Burnell is like a beacon of hope to the hopeless in life. You know what I mean? You're fucking like the fucking dregs of fucking society, the fucking outcasts in school, whatever, the fucking social misfits or whatever, people get fucking picked on just because they're fucking weird or whatever. They gravitate towards Phil because they fucking see a kindred spirit in Phil Burnell, and yet he is somebody that's apparently made it, you know, he's the weird one as well. He's weird just like they are, and yet he's managed to fucking be successful. And how is he successful? All he has to do is fucking play games on the internet while asking people for money, and he made it, so why can't they? So they look up to Phil as somebody to fucking idolise and think to themselves, maybe I can do that too. But yeah, apparently the big are going to be off fucking, I don't know, we might get a lot of bigging today. Wow, that's a fucking, wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Oh yeah, it's been so damn long since the original Tomodachi, I'm shocked they made a new one, says Phil. I mean, yeah, I mean, so I'm not big on Tomodachi, but I did see some people being quite, some people were for and some people were against the fact that they're promoting gay marriage or whatever, or promoting gay relationships in the game because apparently you can have like, who fucking cares? I don't know, fucking Jesus Christ, man. People get pissed off about simple things against anything. Ronnie put out a video earlier on and says name it for life, did he? I was looking for a video to have, you know, play. Hold on, how long ago? I am subscribed to Fronny, I'm sure. So, Fronny, where are you? Where are you, Fronny? I know I'm subscribed to the bugger. There it is, there. Oh, here it is, fantastic. Sweet
I have
coupon.
no problem eBay.
Oh my god. 67 begs. Some of the begs was quite long though. See, I was going to play this video instead, which is, I was going to play all of it, you know what I mean, but do they clip the Kino guys destroying DSP? You know, I mean, I personally, I love the work that Fronny does with the beg counts and everything, you know what I mean, but I think we're going to see a whole lot more of it today, you know what I mean? So...
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Cal Denton for the super chat who says that Marvel beat 'em up game looks fun. I'm not seeing much of the showcase whatsoever. I've seen very little of it, so I'm not sure what it is. But I'm sure Phil will cover it, of course, and we'll see clips and snippets right here and there because Phil likely go over it for his, you know, for his audience. What's he fucking saying here now in this fucking chat? Hold on, what's he saying? What's he fucking saying here? James said, getting a Switch 2 is going to be like a lottery for months. I get a feeling you're right, James, and that sucks for a creator like me. I want one to show it to you guys ASAP. Maybe we'll get lucky with an Amazon secret code like we were with PS5, lol. He's actually begging for a Switch 2 already. It feels like he's fucking begging for a Switch 2. So I need to get one as soon as possible, guys, so I can show everyone on the internet what it's like. The begging that started before the stream's even live. Fuck it. Is he not live yet? Hold on. Let's refresh the fucking thing. Oh god, he is. Mute the bastard. While we wait for Phil Burrell, let's watch the Kino guys have some fun with Phil. This is courtesy of Diddy Streams. Diddy Streams kind of clipped this for his channel. And yeah, this is Kino destroying DSP and then watching his most recent meltdown from Never Day.
So, I'm going to say this and just get it out of the way. And I'm going to move on my merry way because I don't want to...
No, you're not. You're not, though. You're going to keep seething about it day after day after day after day, Phil. I'm just going to get it out of the way now, guys. Okay, Phil, you sure?
Hang on this all day. All right, but here we go. You ready?
And or drama video makers, which I'm not. I'm not going
A parent screaming the N-word as gifted
screaming the N-word for 5 subs.
And Dick Jones.
For 5. And fat backwards for a sub.
Let's fucking go. Thank you.
Oh, man.
Thank you. Parent screaming the N-word.
do just constant drama.
Thank you.
You know?
Thank you,
I
guys.
like playing games and having fun with them and sharing those raw experiences with you guys and gals.
Did you notice something about the difference between the work ethic of myself and Kino Casino?
Now,
Did
like,
you ever...
imagine talking about a work ethic when you play video games for a living. Like, that's crazy. Just because you play video games for a lot of hours does not mean you have a work ethic.
Or a better show.
Like, playing video games is what most people do for fun. So your job is doing what most people do for fun. And then you consider that you have a work ethic for doing what most people do for fun 6 days a week, 6 hours a day. Right.
Okay.
Ever noticed the big difference? That I'm here 6 days a week streaming full time, busting my
Whoa. Busting
your ass.
Jeez.
Busting your ass by sitting in a chair and playing games.
We have
Phil.
the most blessed job in the world, Phil.
What are you talking about?
You play games.
Show some gratitude, Phil.
Buddy.
Like, you get to play video games and make 6 figures a year. Stop it.
What
You're
a
not the
fucking
underdog.
loser.
You're not blue collar. You're not a hardworking man. You're a guy who plays video games.
He doesn't even
And the
do
thing is,
prep.
Phil, brother, it's not about the number of hours or days. It's about the quality of the hours and the days. And the idea, Phil, that you're so presumptuous, you're so egotistical to think that you can produce like more than 40 hours a week of entertaining content as though your every single thought was a gift from God is completely delusional.
True.
There's only so many hours a week that anybody can watch of you, let alone hours in a week that were worthwhile and valuable. That's why at a certain point, it becomes reductive when you're doing way too many hours. And I pleaded with Phil to take more time off. And part of the reason why Phil crashes out all the time is because he has no work-life balance.
Yeah.
His entire life is the internet. His entire life is the detractors and the constant struggle to own the detractors that he can never, ever win. And so he's like, he can't see the forest for the trees. He's lost in the sauce in his own mental illness, and he becomes a weird hermit alien that's like in a learned helplessness cycle. And so if Phil actually like disconnected from this, had friends, had like a family nearby, like had these things, had hobbies, had a support system, he wouldn't be crashing out. It's not a good thing to spend 60, 70 hours a week on the internet playing video games.
But
It's just not.
Austin, on our days off, I could easily come in here and fire up a game and stream for 12 hours.
Yes. I mean,
But
listen,
our audience would be fucking tired. They'd be like, Andy, fuck, man. Like, they want to watch a show.
Listen,
They watch a show.
We already saw 30 hours of you this week.
Like,
Do
fuck
we really
off.
need another 5 fucking hours of you here?
Yeah,
You know, playing
exactly.
video games. Like, I played Donkey Kong Country for 2 hours last night. I could have streamed it, but why would I?
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
That's retarded. He's so fucking stupid.
ass putting
Well,
out
and that's
content.
the thing. So the network here says the I stream 6 days a week cope means nothing when you have to stream that amount just to hit basic goals. If you have to stream 15 hours a day just to make $250, are you really doing it because you have a tough work ethic? Or are you just desperate to scrounge every penny from your dwindling fan base?
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's retarded, man. Yeah, playing video games way harder than being a construction worker. Like, shut the fuck up.
I love how with time Ashton really seemed to kind of he gets it now, kind of like he basically understands what the detractors were meaning like the entire time, and he's kind of dialed in. He is super dialed in to what Phil is like now, and his like he's able to recognize the bullshit straight away. You know what I mean? So yeah, Andy, I feels like Andy wasn't as invested emotionally, maybe, or just I don't know. Like he's like he obviously cares to an extent, but not as much as Ashton does, because Ashton, I guess, was more involved with Phil and communication behind the scenes, as well as a smart guy stuff, whatever. But yeah, Ashton locked in here, and many good points being made, of course, as well.
And constantly
Well,
for
by
an
the way,
audience.
what he's doing here also is pocket watching us.
Yeah.
Which he can't stand it when the detractors.
I was going to say that. I guarantee last Phil was not streaming last night, remember. Phil only had one stream. He took the night stream off to do his taxes or whatever. I guarantee you that he was watching this while he was working on behind the scenes secret stuff. I guarantee it.
Calculate his earnings and say he doesn't deserve it and this and that. Listen, Phil, there's no objective way to determine in entertainment who earns what. This isn't like a factory job, Phil, where everybody puts the same wheel on the car on the assembly line, and so therefore what matters is the sheer amount of hours that you give to the factory. This is an asymmetrical business. It's not manufacturing. This is entertainment, Phil, and the audience determines what the entertainment is worth, Philip.
And by
And
the
it's
way,
just
Phil,
shocking that this has to be explained to him. He does understand this.
Oh,
I'm
he
pretty
knows.
Sure, but he's just seething and bitter and jealous and sad.
by the way, Phil, you do know your business, you have games that you can play 40 hours a fucking day. Our business, we have to wait for interesting things to happen and clip
remember,
them, you fucking moron.
I'll say this too.
He's so stupid.
Remember when he refused to work on his days off?
Yeah.
But I would be taking messages from him on call 24/7,
Exactly.
65. Like, there are no days off, Phil. For us, if something fucking happens, if the Ricada body cam dropped tomorrow on Thursday, we would have to be here to cover that drama, Phil. The guy is crazy out to lunch on this stuff.
But hey, Phil, yesterday I was editing the fucking clips for today. So was Ashton. What, you think we just show up and it's just unedited fucking tap? No, man, shut the fuck.
Well, and then also, Andy, like, a lot of these streams we've been doing, even if you went by sheer number of hours, you were streaming 12 hours on one of the last shows. Like, when was the last time Phil did that? You know what I'm saying?
How long does he stream for?
He streams for 6 hours a day.
Wait, so I
total.
beat him even
That's what's crazy.
on the post show. What the fuck? Whoa, buddy. He's delusional, though. Do you think he's doing it on? Do you think he's lying to himself and he believes it, or
what he's trying to do is he's actually just trying to hurt our business? Like, that's all he's doing, is he's lashing out, trying to hurt our donations because he's jealous that he's not getting those donations. And these same people who were giving him money just last week, he's now shitting on and calling simps. Isn't that crazy? These motherfuckers might have given him 10, 20, 100, $500. And now, because it's not going his way anymore, he insults those people.
okay?
It's very pathetic.
And they stream 3 times a week, not even a full day. And then they take tons of time off.
Do I look at the 12-hour stream that we did
Holy fuck.
2 shows ago?
Apparently, we have to be streaming from sun up to sundown 7 days a week.
If we played video
in order
games,
to
that
be
would be
alive.
easy.
This is crazy,
Listen,
Philip.
Our content, we have to edit, and there's only so much you could talk about one clip. For playing Call of Duty, yeah, I could sit here for 8 hours straight. It's fucking easy. But it's not as entertaining as what we do, in my opinion. I mean, why are we even
Well,
explaining?
it's in the opinion of everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
nobody supports Phil. No.
So, of course, also content like that anyway is subjective as well in the grand scheme of things. Some people, it depends on the person playing the game as well. Like speedrunners, for example, will spend hours and hours and hours often streaming their attempts at trying to fucking perfect the game as fast as possible. Some people enjoy watching speedrunners, you know? Like Mirror's Edge, for example, is a very fun speedrunning game, wherever some people have crazy strategies in that, or whatever fucking game it is, you know, like fucking GTA 5 speedruns or whatever, or all this kind of stuff, you know. I mean, it's like people enjoy that kind of content, seeing good players play the game at a very high standard, pushing the fucking limitations to what you fucking get in the game. But your average person playing for 8 hours, it's kind of, I mean, that is not as appealing to me anyway. Like, I wouldn't watch fucking Kino Casino play Call of Duty for 8 hours, fuck that. Why? I wouldn't watch anyone play fucking Call of Duty for 8 hours. But, if it was maybe the fucking best player in the fucking world, demonstrating their fucking talents or something, I might check out for a little bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, for me anyway, it's like seeing good players perfect their craft in gaming is it's a fun thing to fucking engage in sometimes, that sort of content. But Phil certainly doesn't tick any of those fucking boxes, does he? Income, of course.
Owen.
Off. And then they're constantly on vacation. And then they
Oh my God!
Heaven forbid they take a vacation. So what Phil is saying is that he will never take a vacation.
What
And
a
it's like,
loser!
if that's your life where you can never ever take a vacation, is it really even a life?
No.
You're never going to go anywhere. You're never going to see anything, experience anything new. You just stay in your house all day and play video games. And that's the life that you want people to live? That's the life you want for yourself?
And Phil wants us to be jealous of that fucking life. Bear that in mind. He wants people to try and feel like he's convinced that people are jealous of his life. I wouldn't wish his life on anyone on the planet. It sounds like a miserable existence.
To me, that's just sad.
Sometimes you
the
and your
whole
family
reason-
plan to like do a week off, like.
The whole reason to get money, the whole reason to have success and to have money is so that you no longer have to exchange your time for money. Because time is the one resource you will never, ever, ever get back. Do you really think on your deathbed you're going to regret that you didn't work more? Really? Like, does Phil think on his deathbed he's gonna regret that he didn't play video games more, or that he didn't go on that trip, or he didn't do that thing he always wanted to do? Like, that's just where it's like mental illness.
Also,
you know.
Also, here's the thing, Phil. Most streamers do what we do because we love it, and we are our own boss. I do not miss the days where Whole Foods was like, "No, you're not taking July off. No, we can't. You have to be working."
That's
like,
part of the reason you become a streamer is that you have that freedom to be your own boss and to set your own schedule. So we consent to this schedule. Our audience consents to this schedule. But isn't there some 40-year-old bum in Renton that you forgot to ask the bum in Renton if it was okay to give your money to your favorite live streamer? As this guy sits there begging day after day after day.
And he's bragging that he works more with no vacations for less pay.
That's his W. Is that he makes less
Bring it
and
up.
wastes more time. But
he's trying to fucking obviously he's trying to dunk on the casino. So this is a two-pronged attack essentially from Phil here, because while he's trying to dunk on the casino boys for being like lazy or whatever, all those guys get simped out, which is why they're on holiday all the time, and I stream more than those do. Like, you know, he's trying to like brag about how much of a hard worker he is compared to them, but at the same time he's trying to guilt trip his own audience because he's not getting the money he thinks he fucking deserves compared to the money they're making. They're making bank compared to him because their audience are throwing hundreds of dollars at them, far more than the Phil's getting. You know, so he's trying to dunk on the Kino guys for being successful, but he's also trying, well, he's crying about them being successful. So he's guilt tripping his audience, but he's dunking on them as well at the same time because he thinks he works harder than them and therefore deserves more money. Like, no, it doesn't, like, as it's about the quality of the content, not the quantity, Phil.
by the way, also, the moment this guy hits his goal, he fucks off. Every night stream, and you hit.
I mean, kind of, yeah. If it's like, not if it's like fucking like halfway through a fucking stream, but yeah. Phil will do overtime if he's not hit the goal yet, usually. But if Phil does hit a goal near the end, then yes, you can guarantee usually he'll fucking clock out right on time. No overtime required magically.
His goal, he immediately fucks off. He's not putting in extra hours, and he makes it as though it's a burden to him to go on longer, as though you're putting him out. That's crazy.
That's
about work ethic.
They cancel shows, and then they're late. Do you ever notice that?
Late. Cancel shows, yes. Late.
No, listen,
Shut
late.
the fuck up.
No, shut
So yeah, imagine being late for your own stream. I say this as Phil is almost 15 minutes late to start his own stream because it was meant to start 15 minutes ago. And there's still no sign of Phil. Still has crappy music playing as well. He's complaining about other people being late for their own shit. Pot, meat, kettle. It's black ack.
Shut up, Phil. Shut up.
Oh no, things happen in our lives because we have a life. For you, you go cat.
Well, yeah, like, he
you just
believes he's
trap.
like, he
So
has
stupid.
boomer mentality where he's clocking in at the factory, and because he's sitting in a seat, like a warm body in a seat, he deserves money regardless of what he's providing for the audience. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Sure. What the fuck?
Do you want to know why that is?
Why?
Because you guys simp for them. That's why. Because you simp for the casino.
We get to have a life and be happy and not be
I know.
miserable fucks.
Whoa, like we're not paycheck to pay. Listen, the thing is,
Oh man.
if I had to, and this is like the genuine God's honest truth, if every time I wanted to eat food, I had to beg strangers for me to get $40 more on a live stream, or I wouldn't be able to eat,
I'd find a job.
I would go get a job.
I'd be a butcher again. That's what would
seriously,
happen.
like, in order for Phil to eat, he has to go through an incredibly stressful period of begging his audience for the money to order fast food.
I'd be a
It's
butcher
just-
or
it's
do
just not
Uber or
worth
something like that. Yeah, like I'm not gonna.
It's better than that though. It's like he is begging his. Oh, he's live now. Fucking says I can look away. Fuck me. Hold on, 2 seconds. I just make sure I fucking pause him in time and fucking just leave it up. Right. It's worse than that though. When it comes to Phil and fucking like begging for food, he can afford the food. It's just that he's charging his audience at least $1,500 to consume said food. You know? So he can damn well afford it right now, especially because of all the help that Kino guys gave him over the last 8 months or so. But he refuses to fucking buy it because he's fucking set a random target of $1,500 in order to fucking get the food consumed. Also, I didn't realise you could actually load every single ban from Phil's stream. he has made it over 5,000, guys. In the time that Phil has been streaming on Kick, he has banned over 5,000 people. 5,000 people. Going back to the fucking 18th of October 2024. 5,000 bans. Look at all the names. That's a lot of names. So yeah. Actually, let me refresh this one. Because has he banned anyone new today? Yep, there's a couple of new. Look at all these new ones from today. These bans are fresh off. These ones here are quite fresh. It loads 300 at a time, by the way, but if you just if you scroll down to the bottom, you can load more. And it'll just keep doing that until it fucking fulfills it all, you know? So, yeah. What's the newest ones he's banned here? Heavy machinery operator reel. Why you narcissistic cunt bag, holy shit. 2 cannon versus 1 DSP hypothetical was banned. Bloody hell, man. It's just ridiculous. The thinnest skinned bitch on the entire internet. We'll watch a wee bit more of this, okay? We'll watch a little bit more of this and then we'll do bingo, we'll start bingo. We'll give Phil a bit of time to build up, just a little bit of speed up juice, but we will just watch a wee bit more of this.
Gonna be sitting here hoping I make money to eat. Like Mersh or Phil, like...
You enable them to have that kind of shitty work ethic. Do you understand?
Hey, you enable them to have to win. Like, I don't know, like, what sort of an argument is this? So you don't want money, Phil? You just want, like, a super low amount of money. Like, just think of what you're telling your own donors, Phil. You're hurting yourself. You're cutting off your nose despite... Because this isn't going to affect our donations, Phil.
At all.
But it might rattle something going on in the brain-damaged mind of your dents where they're like, well, wait a minute. Why should I donate to Phil? You know? If this is his belief. By the way, Tony Panther has gifted 10 subs.
Big support.
I love, well, they're just roasting the crap out of Phil, and all this time they're still getting like their own fucking donations flooding or whatever, like all these sub bombs and all that shit, you know, and it's just crazy. I think I'm going to pause it there, okay? Like, there's a lot more of us to go. I will link you to the video. Remember, Dudy's the one that clipped this in the first place. This is from Dudy Stream's channel. So, yeah, if you're interested in watching the whole thing, the link is in the chat right now. You guys can check out later on. I'll be watching probably more later on as well myself to kind of see how it goes. Check out what else happens. But anyway, it's time bingo. And to play bingo, we need to have the bingo card. That would fucking help, of course. Let me just load it up right now. And, yeah, the third number in chat I see, the third number will be the number I use to generate today's bingo card. So no pressure or anything, but hopefully it's a good robust number, you know, and yeah, there we go. So let's see, who is first? Sonic was first with 500, Agent 00 Soul was second with 1968, and Dips was third with 112. So we're going to use 112, that was the third number. So thank you, Dips, for helping us pick a bingo card for today's show. We need Phil to say and do the following. We need Phil to say you guys, him discussing some drama, him saying voted, him being all toxic, and him butchering a word. The second row is Phil pig-splaining something, him snorting, him saying unique, essentially, and him laughing. The third row is Phil saying meaningful, honest, birthday, goal, and that being said. Shout out to that being said. The fourth row is Phil saying fuck, him being all clown mode, him saying million, that's an interesting number. His voice cracking and him clearing his throat. The fifth and final row is Phil saying support, react, him chewing some water, him discussing his family in some capacity, and finally, him saying necessarily. So there we go, that is today's bingo card we have for today's show. Thank you once again, Ditch, for helping us pick the bingo card. If it fails though, we're going to blame you, so brace yourself. I feel confident in this bingo card doing quite well. But aside, Phil has come from the future. What do you know of the future, oh beefy one? Oh, for God's sake, one person agreed with his fucking point of view. And so apparently one person he knew from back in the FGC days represents the fucking FGC apparently. It doesn't make sense, does it? Like, Phil doesn't care about the FGC, but the FGC agrees with me. Fuck the fuck off. It's an opinion, you dumb cunt. Oh, for God's sake, what the fuck, man. I mean, for somebody that doesn't seem to care about the FGC anymore, it's kind of funny how much he seems to care about what they have to say, isn't it? You know? Quite weird that, isn't it? Quite strange that. It's almost like he does fucking care. There's one more thing to show off as well. It's kind of funny. Somebody, I got tagged on Twitter after Bingo yesterday. So Dashfire, real Dashfire says after every piece of support comes in, DSP keeps saying come on. When one piece of support comes in, it motivates other people to support and it gets rolling. Remember when DSP said he has no reason or benefit to fake tipping himself? And so somebody responded, so, you know, this person here, you list, I don't know how you say her name. Get some more vowels in that fucking name. Yellowstar, the Risen Phoenix. What do you think? What do you think of DSP Detractor Bingo? You know what I mean? And they made their own little bingo card now, you know what I mean? And Ian's like, you realise that King Jad does DSP Bingo on a YouTube every night? So I was like, I did not know that. This is news to me, I'm relatively new. So I got tagged and I said, that's some good suggestions, I'm going to steal some of this shit. But yeah, there we go. So yeah, as I said though, it's always nice when like newer detractors are kind of, you know, come into the scene. And I'll say, I only focus on the podcasts, of course, you know. The podcast is what I focus my bingos on because I can't really be asked to try to do a bingo during gameplay. But if other people, of course, wanted to do bingos on Phil, like, you know, go for it. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's nothing stopping anyone from doing it, of course, anyone, whenever, you know what I mean? But, I mean, you know, bingo's been around a lot longer than I have, and you, a lot longer than me and you have. You know what I mean? Bingo's for everyone. It's a wholesome game. You know, and plus obviously people have their own different ideas and takes, unique things. Like this is their idea. This is like their ideas for things like, or for this potential bingo card. You know, and you know, I have a seed absolutely nothing over explaining game mechanics. Some of these things I don't actually have on my own bingo card. Some of them I do. You know, like the Dead Gorma Stern to Space. That's some dead air, of course. You know, banned in chat for something benign. Camera fuckery. You guys are letting me down. Site hasn't contributed tonight, you know, getting less than half the King's tax if people want. So, you know, all these things, some of these things I do have, some of these things I don't have, you know, but by all means, of course, if people have their own ideas and want to fucking go with it, then of course, by all means, go for it, you know. So, yeah, I thought it was kind of funny though, someone had an idea to do, you know, DSP Bingo, and like, people are saying, that's a thing. But yeah, there we go. But outside, Phil says, you've been watching Phil for how long? Come on, man. The correct response is, it's stealing my art. If you play bingo, you're trying to murder me. I've only been doing bingo for the last 3 years, to be fair. I've been detracting since like fucking like mid-2010s or whatever, you know. But yeah, I've only been doing like content for the last 3 years, essentially. This isn't mine. How dare you steal bingo, thieving bastard. So dumb, nah. Knock yourselves out, of course, you know what I mean? Like, if people can play, if people are, you know, can do it themselves, you know, have their own takes, whatever, go for it, have some fun, you know. At the end of the day, we're all here to have fun and laugh at the bad man as he does some bad things. Anyway, bingo, let's get back to the bingo and focus on the bingo for tonight's card, of course. Aim of the game, as you guys will know by now, is for us to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on the bingo board you see before you on the screen. And to help us on our way to a full house, we've got a variety of ways for us to try and get free spaces to help us get that. For example, if Phil burps, sips or snorts 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey gameplay, that gives us a free space. For every 6 minutes and 40 seconds that Phil begs, that too gives us a free space. And for people that are new, are wondering why it's that number, we watch Phil at 1.5 speed, so 6 minutes and 40 seconds on a counter in normal time, you multiply it by 1.5, it is 10 minutes. So basically, for every 10 minutes that Phil begs, we get a free space. But because we're watching at 1.5 speed, it's 6 minutes 40 in normal time. So there we go. For every 5 new or rejoining members we get to the bingo stream, that too gives us a free space. And finally, in my opinion, the best way for us to get free spaces on the bingo board, if we get 100 likes on our bingo stream today before we finish playing bingo, not only do we get free spaces, but you guys also get to enjoy the balls animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in full direct control of some of the ways we can get free spaces on the bingo board. The rest of the ways are controlled though by Phil and his bizarre body functions, as well as him begging like the little bitch that he is. So there we go. Couple more things to cover, but I'm going to let Phil explain for me.
Well, hello everyone, Phil Burnell here, letting you know about King Jad's Bingo and Marbles gameplay on YouTube. Now, you need to leave a post in the community tab to enter, and that's it. A lucky winner will be picked by playing Marbles at the end of the month. It is just that easy, any mouth-drooling idiot can do it.
Thank you very much, Phil. Yeah, fucking sack of shit for explaining that for me. Yeah, as Phil said, community post, you know, down there in the description, you've got to be in it to win it, as the old saying goes, you know. So, you know, what's stopping you? What's stopping you from having your own marble? You actually might win something, you know, just for watching and villain detracting and all that shit, you know. It's bizarre a concept as that is. Now, of course, I can only do that. I'm only able to do that in the first place because you guys are so supportive in the first place, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, the bingo streams are so well supported, but thanks to you guys, and it's my way of giving back. I'd feel bad just like not giving back at all. So yeah, it's just like, yeah, because you guys are so supportive, I'm able to give back to you guys. So yeah, if you want a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, you know what you've got to do. But yeah, also that bingo prize fund is made up of a variety of different things as well. For example, if we win bingo, every time I win bingo, it adds $10 to the bingo prize fund. The bingo prize fund is also made out of different things. For example, every Friday we try and complete these challenging marble courses, and for every marble course we complete, we add $10 more to that bingo prize fund. As well as that, it's a quarter of a quarter of the YouTube income I make for the month of March goes towards that bingo prize fund. And finally, tips. Every single tip that comes in, no matter how big or small, goes directly towards that bingo prize fund 100%. So there we go. I think the only thing I've got left to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
This is the fucking Shawshank Redemption, right? But with more tunneling through shit and no fucking redemption.
And on that note, it's time bingo. Good luck, everybody. Here we fucking go.
Good morning, everyone. It's time for Nuclear Fallout, because today is the premiere of Atomfall, and we'll be checking it out live on this very stream. But before then, we've got a loaded podcast, because today, a Nintendo Direct hit. It's the final Nintendo Direct before the big Switch 2 announcements next week, and it was jam-packed with news. I've got 3 interesting stories, including Metroid Prime 4, Tomodachi Life 2, and a new virtual game card feature, all of which seem pretty interesting. And then, if you didn't hear it, there's a big news story regarding Ubisoft this morning. They're selling off everything. I'm not kidding. So, this is going to be a loaded show with lots to talk about, all right? Sit back and relax. Folks, it's time for a week-ending special edition of the Level 1 Podcast.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot that Phil's not here tomorrow or Saturday. Yes, right. This is technically the last bingo of Phil's week. Yeah. There is still going to be, I forgot to mention, there is still going to be bingo tomorrow. I am going to use Tuesday's podcast for bingo tomorrow, since I was not here on Tuesday. Yeah, there will be bingo, but it's an older podcast because I wasn't here. So if that interests you, then, you know, feel free to join me. If it doesn't, I understand. Oh yeah, and we need to skip this shite intro. Oh, he's playing a long intro today. Long intro. Get on with it, Phil, for fuck's sake.
Alrighty, everyone. Good morning and welcome to the show. It is the end of the week, and what a week it has been. Shorter week, especially because I had a night off last night. Well, a night off from streaming, not necessarily a night off from working, because my God, what a night it was. I had a splitting headache by the end of the night. And it is a shorter week. I'm not streaming tomorrow. But it's been a good one, right? We had a lot of stuff that happened this week. Today is Thursday, the 27th of March, 2025. A very exciting, eventful day around here, because not only do we have a new game release, not only is tonight Smart Guys, my wrestling commentary show with my first of 3 guest hosts for the next 3 weeks, Ethan and Ralph, appearing, but also today was full of game news to talk about on the show. As you can see, I'm raring to go to talk about all of these topics. I'm pretty excited. So, I hope that you guys are too, and I hope that you've been enjoying everything going on this week. Wow. So, you know, just think about what happened this week, right? Progress in Assassin's Creed Shadows and me deciding to drop the game because it sucks ass and boring shit. Continuing on with awesome playthroughs like Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii and Suikoden. That's right, it's pronounced Suikoden. I'm going to say it like that every time from now on.
Shut up, bitch!
Some interesting and fun Call of Duty, and of course, you know, everything else. So it's been a good one. Next week will also be very good, because next week we're going to have the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves final beta, which we're going to give one shot on Sunday. I'll be playing more Atomfall if it's good today. We'll be continuing on with Pirate Yakuza and Suikoden. I'm debating Lego Night, and the reason I say that is I would have to order the Lego right away, and maybe we should just give it one extra week, especially because the week after is my birthday. I don't know, I'm thinking about it. But next week's going to be a good one, and it's a full week next week. I'm not missing any streams. It's going to be 6 straight days of streaming, okay? Good stuff. Anyway, let's get started, all right? Let's talk about yesterday and how it went down, because yesterday was an interesting day. First of all, on the Level 1 podcast, I covered 2 major topics. The first was that Fatal Fury City of the Wolves has Cristiano Ronaldo, I couldn't say his name, Cristiano Ronaldo as a guest character. Figured that one out. But also that the FGC actually agrees with me about Street Fighter 6.
Shut the fuck up. Wait, so some random fucker that you fucking talked to back in the fucking day is a fucking sole representative of the entire FGC. That doesn't seem to fucking make sense to be the FGC. Fuck off. Look, Phil, if we chose one fan of yours to represent your entire fucking fan base, would that be very fair? Because let me pick a random name off the top of my head. How about Derek? Derek's a big fan of yours, Phil. Massive fucking DSP fan. He has been for multiple fucking years now, ever since he was a fucking teenager. You know, so if we said Derek was a representative of every single fucking Phil Burnell fan out there, would that be fair, Phil? Would that be reasonable to do, Phil?
Being boring, having no originality, and basically, because people spoil the game so quickly, it ends up not being very fun. And it was an interesting podcast to say the least. I screwed up the highlight. What I mean by that is, number one, I did make a highlight regarding this whole FGC segment, but first off, I misspelled something in the thumbnail, which I didn't realize because I was trying to rush to get it done yesterday. And then on top of that, I scheduled it for the wrong time. I thought I had scheduled it for around like midnight when I usually schedule my highlights. No, I scheduled it for like 3 in the morning by accident. So the thing went like live way late. So I didn't really get many views overnight. But I certainly hope that you guys will give it a look if you haven't yet. It's a pretty good video. Because, you know, people said, well, I don't get it. If you think that modern fighting games are boring, how would you fix it? And I did give a definitive answer. It's
That's the saying you slut. He said, when did it say birthday? When did Phil say birthday? I don't think Phil's... Did anyone else catch Phil say birthday yet? He said it a while ago at the Lego part. Oh, you bastard. Alright, I missed it. Guys, I don't intend to miss things. I don't mean... No, my bad. If I miss something, please follow Dip's example. Feel free to tag me in the chat. Let me know if something happens on a card and I miss it. Please, by all means, let me know. I don't mean to miss things. It happens sometimes. I'm a dumb bastard. What can I say? You know, all these words to try and focus on, you know what I mean? Like, I'm one man, you know, I'm a one-man show. No, guys, it's a team effort, you know, we're trying to win bingo together. We're trying to win bingo together after all, you know. So yeah, if I miss something, by all means, feel free to be a cheeky bastard and let me know that I'm a dumb bastard. Stop drinking. I wish I was fucking drinking. I need a fucking drink. But yeah, sadly, I am sober. I cannot blame alcohol.
just that the modern gamers don't like the answer. All right. So anyway, check it out, and hope you like the highlight. Okay. Now, after that, we played Suikoden for a good 3 hours, and it was a great stream where we headed into a new part of the game. We took on Tyr McDull's dad, I think KO, and had a big epic showdown, and then crossed over this big bridge into an area where it's all tougher enemies, monsters, and it turns into like this whole almost like a very gothic horror Castlevania-esque part of the game, which is very different from the rest of the game that's been hyper realistic and almost like a civil war up to now. It's cool how it picks up and turns into something different. So it was a really great stream yesterday, and I'm so happy to say, I can't believe this, we hit the goal again for Suikoden. We've been hitting it every single time that I play Suikoden. I don't know how or why, but we've been hitting the actual support goal every single time. And it continues, all right? So FYI, we're at 76 out of 80 goals hit. When we hit 80 goals, it's going to be Chick-fil-A, the new smokehouse barbecue sandwich that they just added, plus they have these new dragon fruit drinks. And there's different versions. For example, there's one that's just kind of like an icy drink where it's like a, you know, compared to like a flavored tea or a flavored fruit juice in ice. But then there's versions where you can combine it with their already existing drinks. Like they have a pineapple shake, and you can combine the dragon fruit with the pineapple shake, and people are saying that's probably pretty good. So it's going to be a double taste test. DSP tries at Chick-fil-A when we hit the goal. All right? Excellent. I'm excited for that. And then, of course, keep in mind, after that, the Minecraft meals are launching at McDonald's next week, and that's going to be the next DSP tries it. I know people want to see me do that, so hopefully that'll get some people excited to hit those goals. Okay? Cool. Now, that is excellent that we hit the goal yesterday, because I didn't have a late stream. I spent 4 straight hours in this office finishing up my stuff for my taxes.
So, to clarify what happened in Phil's stream yesterday, he was getting towards the very end of it. He'd stopped gameplay. He kept saying to his audience, "Are you guys holding out on me? Are you guys holding out on me?" And then somebody, I believe it was OIC in one of his soccer accounts, because the username was called Dixie Wrecked or whatever. So yeah, and they gave Phil a super chat, which was precisely the amount that Phil needed to hit the goal. So right at the very end, like, so basically they intentionally withheld their money and support for Phil, because OIC was in Raw Phil's kick chat for most of the fucking stream that Phil had. So he's like LARPing, he's hanging about in the track streams, shooting the shit away, loving the attention, of course. Like, I can't stress this enough. People like OIC love the attention. Like, they love going to fucking Detractor streams and fucking basking fucking attention. Oh, you look at me, I'm a whale, but I fucking razz Phil sometimes, wherever. It's like, so they fucking love playing both sides essentially. And then, of course, they would have got their fucking joys off as well, you know, yesterday, because I gave Phil money right at the end. I saved them. Thanks to me, the goal survived. You know, it's like, fucking hell, man. Some people are just fucking, you know, weirdly wired. Like, you know what I mean? What the fuck? But yeah, it's so yeah, Phil hit the goal. Thanks to a last second Whale Mary. What a surprise. How organic is that support?
Oh my god, I got a big headache, and not only did I get a big headache doing it, a storm came through, okay?
Who fucking cares?
You work indoors and you rarely go out. So what the fuck is that storm going to do to you, hermit boy?
And it came through so hard that the power was flickering, and I was like, oh crap, I'm nervous that the power's gonna go out right in the middle of me scheduling time to do this, because I really needed to get it done. The good news is I did get it done.
Who fucking
but it was a lot of work.
cares?
But hopefully now I'm done for the season. You know, now it's just on my tax guys to actually do all the filing and everything, but should be good, and hopefully I don't miss any more streams. I'll be here to stream for you guys throughout the spring without fail.
Who
All
fucking
right?
cares?
It was very annoying, but it's done now. 2 nights, I mean, 2 nights off, it was like 8+ hours of work. So cheers to that, being done with that. It's always something I dread every year, but now it's done. Okay, so now today, I'm back full force for a final streaming day of the week. Being that there's 2 streams today, obviously I'm hoping we'll hit at least 2 goals to get to 78. Would have been great to hit 80 by the end of the week, but let's be honest. Number 1, I didn't stream last night. Number 2, it's a shorter week. Number 3, yeah, we had some slower streams earlier in the week where we didn't hit the goal. So it is what it is. Overall, I'm very pleased with how this week went. You guys have been amazing and supportive, and I really appreciate you, so thank you for supporting my content. Let's hit some goals today, all right, and get to that Chick-fil-A reward. It would be great if we could do it on, like, maybe Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, one of those days. Would be perfect, actually, okay? Toby Wallace says, let's do all 4 goals today. Well, yeah, sure, that'd be great, you know, if I hit the lottery or something. I don't think we're going to be hitting 4 freaking support goals in one day, unless we get some crazy takers, you know what I mean? So anyway, so let's get into it. Today, a great streaming day. First of all, after the show, it's going to be the premiere of Atomfall. And I'm not exactly sure what to expect. Will Atomfall be more like Fallout? Or will Atomfall be more like Stalker? It's a good question, actually, because both of those are post-apocalyptic games, right? Set in an environment where there's some kind of radioactivity that has mutated the environment and caused all kinds of problems. And I don't know what it's going to be more like. If it's more like Fallout, where there's some narrative that's pretty interesting and dialogue trees, and it's not necessarily all about just survival, then maybe I'll like it. If it's more like Stalker, I'm going to be honest, if it's more like Stalker and it's just a bunch of survival techniques and tactics, I don't know if I'm going to like it that much. I just quit Stalker 2 like 2 months ago because it sucked. After having played it for so long, I just couldn't stand it. I actually quit it. So, I don't know. I guess we'll see what happens here. But, yeah, I'm excited to see Atomfall. This is, again, one of the huge benefits of having Game Pass, is you get to try a variety of games without investment. You know, I'm just paying the Game Pass subscription fee. This strap is annoying me. The strap's been
Who
screwing up
fucking
recently.
cares?
Anyway, you just pay the subscription fee, and you get access to all these games. You don't have to keep dropping money on them. Like, to be honest, if it wasn't on Game Pass, would I be playing Atomfall? I don't know. Probably not. It's like $60. But because it's on Game Pass, give it a shot. Give it a try, right? And it's great that this is the case. So let's see today how Atomfall does. If it does well, if it plays like Fallout, it's interesting and fun, we'll keep it in the rotation. If we play it and it sucks ass, it's boring, then we don't have to play it again. But I'm curious to see what everyone thinks, including me. I mean, look, my whole set is based around nuclear Fallout today. We've got nuclear coloring. We got a Fallout themed font. We got everything going crazy here for Atomfall. So let's see how it goes. The daytime stream today, okay? Now tonight on the late stream, we have some more suspenseful stuff going on. To say the least. Tonight is Smart Guys, my weekly wrestling commentary show. This week, SmackDown and Raw both were significantly interesting wrestling shows, each having multiple title matches, each announcing and leading into major plot lines that are going to head into WrestleMania next month. So they were great wrestling shows this week to begin with. But on top of that, this tonight's show is the beginning of 3 different guest hosts that are going to be coming by and hanging out with me and talking pro wrestling over the next several weeks. So tonight, the first guest host is Ethan Ralph, who's going to be coming by and talking pro wrestling, and I hope that you guys will join me for that. A lot of
I'm guaranteeing it right now. I keep fucking saying this. I guarantee half of the show is going to be fucking the 2 of them, Raz and the Kino guys. Kino Casino will get fucking filtered by Phil and Ralph for at least an hour or so.
people think it's going to go poorly, because I guess a lot of people don't have many good things to say about Ethan Ralph. Personally, I have little to no interaction with the man. All right, he offered to do the show, and I said, sure, let's get guest hosts in here. Let's see how it goes. All right, so for those interested, that starts around 7 p.m. Pacific time over on my DSP Reacts channel, which is at DSP Reacts on YouTube, or on my Kick channel, which is DSP Gaming Real. I fully predict chaos to ensue, but not to have to do with us. Like, I think the show is going to be fine, and we're going to do wrestling commentary, but I think what's going to happen is a lot of people are going to join the show with the intention of trying to derail it or troll. And just to make this perfectly clear, okay, very simply put, tonight, will there be contributions? Yes. Am I going to be reading out every contribution? Well, all the ones that are positive and have to do with wrestling and stuff. Anyone who comes to the show and is trying to flame this guy because he's my co-host and you don't like him, all I'm going to say is thanks for the contribution and move on. I'm not actually going to be reading out insults and shit. Some people seem to think that this is their opportunity to come by tonight. It's a shooting gallery at Ethan Ralph and it's a time to attack the man. All I want to do is have a fun wrestling show. So, hey, come by and contribute. Go right ahead. But just know that if you come by and you're saying disgusting stuff about the guy, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to say, hey, thanks for the contribution and move on. Now, all the usual stuff's going to happen. For example, for every $100 raised, I'm going to open a pack of Topps 2025 Chrome trading cards and see who we get in there. All the usual, things will be a part of the show. But also, I'll have a co-host we'll be talking wrestling with, okay? So, who knows how it's going to go? I think it's going to go fine, to be honest. But you never know with these things. I hope you'll join me tonight for an unpredictable Smart Guys over on DSP Reacts. By the way, rebranded a bit for this week. This last day or two, I spruced things up and I basically rebranded a couple things. So you may notice something new on the show tonight.
Who fucking cares?
Okay, so that's today. And then I'm off from streaming both Friday and Saturday. And I know
Thank Christ.
that's weird because usually I only have one day off a week, but this week I'm taking off two. It's necessary this week. I got stuff I got to do. But when I come back on Sunday, we go full-fledged into a new streaming week with the Fatal Fury City of the Wolves beta, part 2. The first beta was about a month ago, and it was fun, but it ran like crap online, leading a lot of people to say, man, I don't know if I'm going to buy this game because the online connection sucked. So they wanted to take a second shot at it, hopefully doing better this time so that people will be more convinced to buy the game. This time around, I'm not going to play it seriously. What I'd like to do with this beta is just try a couple different characters and see how they play. Like, I'll maybe pick whoever's available, like maybe Terry, or I don't know who's going to be in it, but I want to try new characters rather than just pick my Shiranui and try to play like ultra hard.
Hang on a second. I feel like Phil had a very strange face there mid-word.
Pick whoever's available, like maybe Terry, or I don't know who's going to be in it, but I want to
Hold on 2 seconds. I need to check this out for myself. Was this a very strange face that Phil made here? like, why? It's such a strange... It was just so weird to see his like fingers like just fiddle about with his face, like nose, mid-word.
Officer Wendy Rill tipped £1. We have reports of a fat begging pig and massive hippo at the Burnell residence.
Jesus Christ, man. That's a bit mean. I mean, massive. She's a normal sized hippo, okay? She's not a massive hippo, she's a normal sized hippo. Let's just get that perfectly clear here, okay? Let's not pretend she's a fucking overly large hippo. No. She's a normal sized hippo. She does not make other hippos look fucking small. That is not the situation, Officer Wendy. You'd think an officer of the law would fucking get the facts right, you know? So aye, there you go. Thank you very much for the contribution. Very kind of you indeed.
new characters rather than just pick my Shiranui and try to play like ultra hard. I just want it to be a more casual stream. So that should be fun. And then the late stream on Sunday, I'm going to continue on with my Disco Elysium playthrough, which I started last week during Indies Night, and it's a completely unique game. I'm excited for it, and I hope that you will join me for that as I continue on with this crazy narrative-based experience. Also, this week, we're going to have more Atomfall, more Pirate Yakuza. We're going to have more Suikoden. We're going to have all kinds of stuff going on. All right, so it's going to be an exciting week coming up of good variety of content, okay? All right, let's get stuff started. We got a shout out to do. Guys, please support the stream today. Let's hit goals. Let's hit the goal today on this first stream. Let's hit a goal on the late stream. Let's keep that momentum rolling in a positive direction. Notably, let's get one of each kind of contribution this morning. I'm going to be honest, it's been pretty rough this week in regards to Kick, and I'm not surprised. As you guys know, a lot of the Kick supporters were actually people who were fans of Kino Casino, and those fans are now leaving in droves because the casino basically snanked me, which everyone knew was going to happen to begin with. So it is what it is.
But you
I'm moving on
them.
positively. We got Kickbot in there helping out with commands and stuff, and hopefully you'll still stick around if you're a viewer on Kick. And for those who have, thank you. It would be great to get some Kick support today. So if you could, please support the stream in some way. Okay. This idiot. There we go. Notably, gifted subs would be great over on Kick. Like I said, we had only a few people who actually even gifted subs this week, and it's the end of the streaming week. I'm looking far and wide, and I don't see Dr. Lexus here to gift another 44 subs to felt me. Oh man, he really felted me last week when he did that, but I don't see him anymore. So anyone who's over there enjoying the content, if you like the content, please consider becoming a sub, I should say, and gifting some subs to your fellow viewer. It helps out a lot, okay? But then, of course, we now have the ability for everyone to now use commands both on Kick and YouTube. So if you prefer to maybe do a tip, you could do that as well, all right? So thanks in advance to anyone who supports the content in any way. Super chats and memberships and gifted memberships on the YouTube side, subs and gifted subs on the Kick side, and tips, which anyone can now do by using the ! tip command, okay? Excellent. Very good. All right. First contribution of the day.
Who fucking
A $2
cares?
tip. Why did you block Cristiano Ronaldo on Twitter? It's like I explained yesterday during that segment when we looked and we were like, why is he blocked?
Who fucking cares?
First of all, I guess it's X. We got to start calling it X because everyone keeps saying Twitter, but it's X, right? The problem with X now is that it gets a weird idea in its head and it won't unprogram itself. What do I mean by that? Let's say, for example, for some bizarre reason, X thinks you like football or soccer or whatever you call it. all of a sudden, your entire fucking thread, your whole feed will be bombarded with content regarding that subject matter, even if you don't care about it. And I've tried, for example, marking a post, see less of this. This is not relevant, you know, trying to get it out of my feed. And quite frankly, it doesn't work. Whatever AI that they use to run this stupid algorithm over on X, it's not effective at all. It's...
Oh my dog, what's up?
Thank you very much to Vet for Life for the super chat. It says, because there's no way in hell I will ever give Phil money. Like, as a people, I've always maintained if people are willing to give Phil money, then that's their own prerogative, you know what I mean? But we have, like, all as detractors, me and you and everyone else, all as detractors have pointed out to the masses what Phil does with that fucking money. Like, it is no secret that Phil is very poor with the money he gets. Like, the fucking astronomical sums of money, which would make most people's lives comfortable to live, he fucking squanders on the most ridiculous, stupid shit. And then fucking cries poor the very next fucking day because he's fucking, you know, it's ridiculous. It's fucking insanity. So yeah, like, yeah, I mean, if Phil's fans are willing to fucking piss their money away by fucking throwing it towards him, then Phil's and their money are usually fucking parted. You know what I mean? But I mean, unlike Phil, I appreciate anything I can get. You know what I mean? Like, if people are happy to give me some money, I'm happy to fucking accept whatever. If you guys are entertained with that, if that's what you want to do, cool. Like, I've had streams before when doing bingo. Sometimes like support is like it's not important though.
Come the fuck in or fuck off.
Sometimes the support is absolutely incredible, which is fucking insane, and I'm grateful for it. And of course, sometimes the support is not as. I mean, but it's not a factor though. We're here for bingo. We're here to fucking have some fun playing fucking bingo. And thank you very much to Larry for popping their 5-month bingo Barry membership message by saying, "Hello." Is that a... Hold on, I'm trying to see... For a second, is that a football badge? For a second, I thought it was a football badge you had in your profile logo. I don't think it is. I think I'm like misseeing it. I don't know if I'm looking at it right. It's Nottingham Forest. I was going to fucking say Nottingham Forest, but it fucking... The lack of like... Yeah, fucking Forest. What a season they're fucking having. I was going to fucking say Nottingham Forest, but I thought I might just fucking seeing things because it's quite small in my, from my, you know, Forest are having a fucking incredible season. Absolutely insane. The fact that they're actually Nottingham Forest for the Champions League next season. Sorry for the football talk, guys, but it's great seeing a team fucking come up and actually fucking have a really strong fucking season, you know what I mean? And Forest, of course, were a fucking force back in the fucking day. Before my fucking time even, you know what I mean? They're fucking... You know what I mean? They're fucking force. For a little while there, they're the best team in Europe. But that was a long time ago, but maybe those days will be coming again soon enough.
Very frustrating. And what happens is there'll be days when I'm trying to use X for work. I need to try to get information off of X for a news story or to see what's going on in the world. And I can't because it keeps bombarding me.
Oh, God. Not Derek.
Ghost of Derridge tipped £1.
No.
It makes Daddy Philip. X thinks I like candy, coloring books, and chocolate chip ice cream. I still don't understand how I'm receiving these ads.
The Canadian FBI fucking suck, whatever they're called. Whatever the Canadian version of FBI is, they fucking suck. They don't do enough to fucking keep Derek at bay. Ghost of fucking Derek haunting us all every fucking day. Thank you, Derek, you creepy bastard.
Information off of X for a news story or to see what's going on in the world. And
She's
I can't.
a big fucking bitch.
And thank you to Larry for the super chat there. And of course, we're still talking about Nottingham Forest. His team, here's the Champions League dreams. Look, it's within your own hands. Destiny is within your control. The performances have been fantastic this season. They've begun so strong so far. Last final push here in the last quarter of the season to try and fucking finish on a strong note. Also, they could win the fucking FA Cup. Couldn't they? I think they're still in the FA Cup as well. They could have the most incredible season possible. FA Cup winners potentially. And then as well as that, they're fucking like they're not going to win the fucking league, but they're fucking looking good to fucking finishing in Champions League spots, you know. So yeah, it's incredible. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what happens there. Hopefully they can keep it going because it's nice to see an underdog story go as well as that, you know. I mean, everyone loved it when Leicester City fucking done the incredible, you know, won the fucking league against all the odds. But there we go. It's Jesus, man, that's great. Anyway, so yeah, Phil begging for 4 goals. What a surprise.
I need to try to get information off of X for a news story or to see what's going on in the world. And I can't because it keeps bombarding me with bullshit. I particularly remember there was one time where I was trying to use it was just like sports ads constantly. And I believe that was the situation where Cristiano Ronaldo's official X account was posting advertisements. And I was like, fuck this. And I just blocked it. What I do now, if an ad pops up on X and I find it something intrusive, I just block the entire account. And I don't even give a shit what the account is. It could be a major corporation. It could be a major thing. I just block the fucking thing. I don't care. I don't need to see garbage ads on X. And the thing is, when I had X Premium or whatever you want to call it, I didn't have ads. And that was good. But then I said, you know, I don't really need to pay for this anymore. I'm not really getting many benefits out of having the X Premium. The blue checkmark doesn't mean anything. So I stopped paying for it, and all the ads came back in droves. So I just blocked the fuck out of all of it. So there you go. That's why. I guarantee you that's what it was. Is that at one point, X is so dumb, it thought that I had like an affinity for football and started sending me 1,000 football-related stories and posts and ads. And I said, block, 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 fuck all that shit. Because I don't care about football. I'm never going to. I'm not going to miss out on anything by blocking those accounts. Like, oh no, I really missed out on Cristiano Ronaldo's posts. Oh no, I really, it's earth-shattering and I'll never get over it, right? so there you go. That's why, okay? All right, so that's our first contribution of the day. Thank you for the first tip. Now, let's get our first super chat. Let's get our first member or gifted membership, and let's get our first sub or gifted sub, okay? And once we get that momentum going, then things will pick up and you'll see. But it's all about the momentum. It's about getting a series of stuff. Like, for example, the first tip was $2. Who's going to tip more than $2 to become on the leaderboard? I mean, it could be $2.01 and you'll be on the leaderboard. All right, but let's get someone new up there. Let's get that momentum rolling, okay? All right, now, in the meantime, I have some news stories to cover. In fact, we have a lot of news stories to cover this morning. So let's get into them, shall we? There was a big Nintendo Direct this morning, and it was weird because there already is a Nintendo Direct next week on April 2nd, and that's the one everyone is hyped and excited for. That Nintendo Direct will be covering the announcement of the Switch 2, including the specs, the features, the pricing, the release date, the way that you can order it, etc. Like, all of that information is coming out next week on the 2nd, all right? So, in regards to that, when they announced there was going to be another Nintendo Direct this morning, out of nowhere, everyone was like, what the hell are they going to talk about? The Switch 2 thing's next week. But what it is they wanted to, I guess, get a whole bunch of news out there and make it its own deal before the Switch 2, because next week is going to be all about Switch 2. So what I'm expecting next week is we're going to learn about the new games coming out for it that are going to be console exclusives and all of that. It's going to be a pretty loaded presentation next week, okay? So, there were tons of stories that came out of this Nintendo Direct. I would like to cover 3 specific stories that I found the most interesting, all right, in this Direct. There's many others. Hey, if there's other things you think I missed out on, I should know about, let me know. But let's talk. First off, we have a big update in regards to a game that we have heard was in development for years and years and years. And much like what happened with Elder Scrolls 6, they announced it, they showed some art for it, and then dead silence and crickets for years. And then every once in a while, you hear a little buzz, like, what's that? Oh, they're still making it? Oh, okay. And then there's no information again. Finally today, ladies and gentlemen, this morning, we got a definitive answer on a game that we've all been waiting for a very long time. That's right. What is that? Get that out of there. Metroid Prime 4. Finally, we got information. It's like, holy crap, they sure took their time with this one. But we've got it, all right? So what is the information? Well, harness Samus Aran's new psychic abilities to survive the mysterious planet of Euros and find a way home when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond comes to the Nintendo Switch in 2025. Did you hear what they just said? Comes to the Nintendo Switch. It's a regular Switch game. It's not a Switch 2 game. Now, will it have any advantage being played on the Switch 2? Because they did say Switch 2 is fully backwards compatible. You'll be able to play Switch games on Switch 2. But, yeah, it's like, don't know. All right, let's do it. Let's watch the Metroid Prime.
So I'm sorry, but this is gonna. There's something that I've seen on screen, which you may not be able to see it because Phil's chat is in the way. So this is just. it's just a weird. Phil's face next to the words "never kill yourself." You know what I mean? It's a good message to fucking have, but it's just weird seeing Phil Burnell just sitting right next to that. On, you know, Jesus, man. Oh my God, man. Oh well, yeah. That was distracting me the whole time. As soon as Phil fucking went to like this kind of screen here, Phil screen, I could see this. But I'll say that the bingo really has Phil's chat. Yeah, Phil's chat is always in the fucking way. I might just fucking get rid of Phil's fucking chat on streams. Like, who fucking cares about Phil's fucking chat on streams? I guess another fucking way of enjoying robust bingo content. Fuck me, man. Yes, you can only see because of Phil's chat, as I said, but yeah. Fucking hell, man. Go on, Phil, show off a trailer.
Let's do it. Let's watch the Metroid Prime Beyond trailer together. I've not seen this. Is it silent? Where's the fucking audio?
We can hear it, Phil.
There is audio. Why don't I hear it? I don't hear anything. What is going on? Why can't I hear audio? No, I don't have headphones because this is coming out of my gaming PC. So I have no idea why I can't hear any audio right now.
Gaming PC fundraiser confirmed.
It should be coming out of my TV, and my TV is not muted, but I hear no audio. You guys can hear it, so it means the PC is working. So what's not working?
You. You've not been working for the last 15 fucking years.
Why the hell can't I hear it? It doesn't make sense. Let me try something else. All right, guys. There's no audio. We have a whole bunch of new stuff to do here. Let's head to Sunset Island. I guess we'll unlock this lighthouse first.
The only time Phil will ever watch his own content is to fucking actually just test whether things work. He won't actually consume his content. Look at all the videos. Like, has Phil watched his video he uploaded a day ago about taking on the first officer, Captain? No. Why would he? Hell no. I love how. Hold on. In Phil's stream, look what's been recommended in Phil's stream. Oh wait, I don't know if you. Hold on. I'm getting rid of Phil's chats in the fucking way. Hold on. Get fucked, Phil's chat. DSP, the briefcase Kino Casino diss track, made by Meaningful Content a day ago. The briefcase Kino Casino diss. I'm kind of curious. Should we check out, guys? Should we have a quick derail? It's funny it showed up in Phil's recommended videos. I'm kind of curious to see what it's like. Should we explore? Should we derail ourselves and check out for ourselves? Hold on. Do things. Let's see if I can find it. Hold on. Meaningful content. Hold on. Do things. Is this an AI video or what? Hold on. 2 seconds. Let's see. Right, here we go. Are you guys ready for this? You guys ready for this? So I've not seen this. I wasn't aware of it, but it's just funny that it's in Phil's recommended videos.
Get my headphones on. I guess we've had a good cold open, right? I guess we'll get into it.
Any means necessary. Just sickening to me. I have a talent.
I'm successful, so that's the balance.
Because again, you guys are as much of a part of it as I am. Why do people not believe it now? I wasn't lying.
Thinking that he was big shit. TPP took it upon himself to keep pushing those boundaries as far as he possibly could.
Nonsense that happened last Friday. We should address.
And as you can see, the setup looks good every color. And they're gonna either have it out or maybe this is...
It's the blabbermouth.
And I don't know what's causing just went with the flow.
But it's my show.
My detractors were all, isn't it funny how people are celebrating my downfall and saying this is the end of DSP, the renaissance is over, no one likes him, no one's gonna watch his content anymore, no one's gonna support him. People, are simps. They want to simp for the big boys. They want to simp for the big dogs. It's like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Dignity. This is dignity. This is dignity. This is the briefcase. Are you familiar with the king snake
And the shamrock shake.
Easily have been faked.
king snake? The king snake
Ain't the Italian rum cake.
that lures dangerous snakes. Snakes that are known to already be predators, rattlesnakes and others.
My father, my mother.
Is a creature. And then the king snake surprises those creatures from behind and swallows whole. The king snake
Are you swallowing me, Phil?
Oh, hold on. The king snake eats other predators whole after laying a trap. Okay?
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the briefcase. Andy and Ashton, but I want you to calm down. I want you to calm down. There's no guests coming on. All right, I'm going to be very honest with you right now.
Okay.
Okay? I do have a plan for this appearance, and it's nothing whatsoever what you think it is. Okay?
Nice and purple. I don't know if a restart will help. I don't know what's going on. And here's the other thing that I should say, because it's kind of funny, all right? Dude, I'm gonna say this and just get it out of the way, and I'm gonna move on my merry way. I don't wanna hang on this all day.
This is your chip. I'm gonna hold on to it. And I had it on my screen back here. And everything, you know, was around this chip in the casino. And you even called it out in your content. And you said, Phil, you fool. They're not your friends, but you have their memes in your content and all of that. I'm well aware of all that stuff that you said.
That wasn't bad. You know, that wasn't bad. I like the beat. That beat was fucking solid. That wasn't bad, though. That wasn't bad. I was pretty. I like that. I'm going to give that a wee, like, you know, fair play, fair play. It's just, I've seen it. It's just funny. It showed up in Phil's recommendations. Like, he's on his own YouTube, and it shows up for Phil on here. His face next to it, promoting it. His face sandwiching it. He's on the left and he's on the right, and in between, the fucking video. Oh my god! So yeah. Jesus Christ. Oh, Larry's got to do some paperwork. Oh, how exciting. You're living the fucking high life, man. Good luck with the paperwork, man. Needs must. Yeah, it doesn't watch detractor content, so why is he getting detractor content recommended to him if he doesn't watch detractor content? It's bizarre. Phil watches more detractor content than he watches his own content. That's a fucking reality of the situation right there.
I know you can hear audio. That means that the PC works. But what is going on between the connection of the PC to the TV that I'm not getting audio in the TV? It makes no sense at all. It makes zero sense.
Disaster stream from
I have
Phil.
no idea. Restart the TV? You think that would, I mean, would that really fix anything? This is confusing. I can't really watch the trailer if I have no audio. I also can't play any games if I have no audio. So I don't know what's going on.
Who fucking cares?
Reinstalled Sound Blaster Pro. Now that's some old school shit. I mean, I'll turn the TV off and on. I don't think that's going to do anything. Honestly. No, the TV's not muted.
What volume level is your TV currently at? Is it on 0?
Sometimes my TV does have tech issues. If I unplug and replug it, it's fine. Maybe I just got to completely unplug and replug the TV back in. That could
Here
be.
we go. Go on, Phil. Get up and do it.
I think that's, yeah. I'm going to do that right now. That's what it is. Hold on.
TV big, stream incoming.
Fuck you, Phil. Fuck you, Phil.
Bruh. That's boring. You're boring everybody. Quit boring everyone.
I just realised I paused the music to play that song earlier, and I forgot to resume the music. Much better.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut
okay, so the TV is fresh restarting right now. From scratch. This is the first time this has ever happened with this TV.
Fuck you and your friends.
That fixed it. So it was some kind of a weird issue with the TV where it had to be unplugged and replugged in. I don't know. More tech bullshit. All right, we ready? So stupid. You tell me. All right, let's do this. Metroid Prime 4 trailer. Here we go.
And people are asking how far we're behind live. Phil, almost 20 minutes. We're almost 20 minutes behind live DSP, for those that are curious.
Why is this on my face? Here we go. Same familiar, nice music.
Planet Buros. Here, Samus finds a verdant jungle with a colossal tree at its center. In order to survive and escape this planet that she was unexpectedly transported to, Samus must scan stone figures and other relics to carve a path forward.
Just like the previous games.
She's not alone, though. Abhorrent, alien creatures living in the jungle are waiting to strike.
Pretty much looks exactly the same, doesn't it?
As she explores the planet, Samus is granted mysterious and ancient powers. Psychic abilities.
Okay, this is new, psychic abilities.
These powers allow Samus to operate mechanisms and open doors. They also allow her to control the trajectory of her beams.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool, actually.
But why were these powers bestowed upon Samus?
Wait, hold on. Once again, she's gonna end up at a planet and everyone's dead, and she's talking to holograms and ghosts again. This happens every game. Does she ever talk to anyone who's alive? Never. She's never found one single person alive anywhere. She's always talking to the remnants of a civilization or whatever. She's always there too late. Wow, they really didn't flip the script for this one at all.
And what will be her fate after being summoned to Buros? The threads intertwining beyond space and time are beginning to weave a new tale.
And that's it. Coming 2025. New upgrade, look, overshoot's all fancy. Look at that. So, to be honest, it doesn't look like they changed much at all. It looks almost exactly the same to the previous Metroid Prime games, doesn't it? It's got the auto lock on, it's got the dodging, it's got some new abilities, which is nice. I think you can control the shots, but does it look good? Yeah. I mean, Metroid Prime is a great series. That's why people were like, what took so long for this one? Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 came out relatively back-to-back, you know, within a few years of each other, and then this one's been taking forever. So this is cool, and it is on Switch, but it's Switch 1. So just to forewarn everyone, yeah, this is going to be a game that's probably going to be held back by the hardware. You're probably not going to see any groundbreaking graphics or whatever, because it's on the Switch 1, right? So it is what it is, but hey, at least it's coming out this year. That's excellent. I'm excited for that. I would hope to have a Switch 2 by the time it comes out, so that way I can play it on there rather than have to dust the dust off the Switch 1 in order to play this thing, but I guess we'll see. To me, that looks good, right? To me, that looks pretty good. Don't fix what's not broken, right? And the Metroid Prime formula has worked, and now we're craving another one, so I think that one's good. They're doing the right thing there, in my opinion. Okay, looks good to me. Cool. So that was just one of multiple announcements. I got a couple other shout-outs to do. Review Dropbox USA, $2 super chat says, quality content, ladies and gents, where's level 666? So you're going to blame me because my TV had a tech malfunction? I didn't make the TV. Go write a letter to Sony, because it's a Sony TV. Go complain to Sony that the TV wouldn't work.
The TV.
And I had to unplug and replug and restart it like a computer. But you're actually going to complain to the streamer because the TV had a malfunction? Like, seriously. Good on you. Thank you for the $2 super chat. I feel so felted because you said that on my stream. Really, you got me. Anyway, thanks. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Big Larry Gaming tipped $1.34 and says, actually, in regards to Metroid Prime 4, he says, I looked on the Nintendo site. They're actually saying that a lot of current and past games are going to have what's called a Switch 2 edition, which sounds like there would be some kind of a free upgraded version. All right. It's confirmed that some games are just going to run better on Switch 2, and I hope you have a good Thursday. God bless. Thank you to Big Larry Gaming. All right, well, that's good to know. Like I said, I would hope I can get a Switch 2 this year. Number one, to cover it, because how cool would it be with my new setup now, right? To be able to do a live unboxing of a console right here to show you what it looks like as I take it out, up close, all the features and everything with my new dual cam setup. I think that would be pretty damn neat. I think everyone would really like that. Okay, and then to hook it up and that day one vibe of getting a new console and having it showcase all its features and everything, right? And then, of course, trying all the launch games. I'd be very excited to do that. The question is, what will be the availability of the Switch 2? Will you actually be able to get it? Or is it going to be one of these situations where it's going to be nearly impossible? In the case of the Switch 1, you were able to actually get it. If you got in right away, you could order it. And I did. I got it from Best Buy. But the moment that first wave was sold out, you couldn't get it for like another 6 months. So what happened was my Switch bricked overnight. And then I didn't have a Switch for many months. There was no way to get one, which really sucked. Exactly. Scalpers are going to be going crazy. So we'll have to see what protections are in place here so the consumer can actually buy the dang thing. Obviously, I want it. And I'll get it, however, but I'm going to be honest, just like with PS5, I refuse to buy it from a scalper. So I'll try to get in and get the pre-order and get it legit. But if I can't get in on the legit orders, I'm not going to be buying it from a third party and paying double, triple. Fuck those people. They're the problem with the industry and they can go to hell. I'm not going to support that practice. I'm not. I don't care if everyone else does it. I'm not going to do it. So I hope I can get in.
Let's be honest. Yeah, Phil would rather beg an audience member to give him it for free rather than fucking pay a scalper, for doing it, Phil, it's... Why don't you just fucking tell your audience to give it to you? Let's not fucking be... Don't be so vague. Your audience sometimes need told flat out what you want from them, what you expect from them, what you demand from them. So get them fucking filled. Get them fucking told now. Tell them what you fucking want. Tell them that you fucking expect it to happen, and if it doesn't happen, you'll be very disappointed in them all.
On it, you know, on the first wave, like I did with Switch 1, and hopefully it doesn't brick like Switch 1 did. Okay? Okay. All right, so moving on. Now, let's talk about the next story. This next one threw me for a loop, okay? So, over a decade ago, when I first moved here to Washington State, I purchased a Nintendo 3DS XL with a capture device built into it, with the intention that I was going to be playing a lot of Nintendo 3DS games. Sadly, what ended up happening was, within just a couple years of me living here, they retired the 3DS for the Switch. So really, it was kind of a wasted investment. I didn't get to use it that much. But one of the games that I played back in the day was called Tomodachi Life. If you've never heard of it, I don't blame you. It really was kind of a rarity of a game. What it is it's a virtual island with people who live on it, who have different quirky personalities and the like, that perform different tasks and minigames. Now you might say, wait a minute, Animal Crossing? Kind of, but not really. It's more of a social aspect game where you log in once a day and then you interact with all the different characters, and each one has a little bit of a weird quirk to it. And there's a lot of funny stuff and weird stuff as well. It's hard to explain if you haven't played it. I recommend you go check out someone's playthrough of it if you want to see what I mean. Check out 10 years ago on this channel, the Tomodachi Life series that I did. I had Ryan Reynolds, Miley Cyrus, and all kinds of weird characters in the gameplay, including me. I was on there too. All right. And they were all doing weird interactions and silly stuff with each other. So over 10 years later, they're actually making a freaking sequel. Sure. If you were to ask me what's the most unlikely game to get a sequel, I probably would have been like, yeah, Tomodachi Life, because it's been 10 years and no one talks about it anymore. But here we go. So it's a very brief teaser, but let's take a look. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream. They farted. Did you see that? That was a fart. Came out of their butt.
How refreshing.
Very nice.
Hiya. Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream.
That was a chill wee game.
Did you want to talk?
Oh. Glad that was only a dream.
Yes, it's fucking weird as shit, but that's the point of the game. Like, I think that's actually the point of the game. It's supposed to be bizarre and weird and quirky. And if you set it up that way, it's funny. If you try to take it seriously, it's not a very good game. But if you're just there to kill time and mess around and do some silly things, sometimes the game will throw you for a loop. You'll be like, what just happened? It's kind of wild like that. So
it seems like a nice wee chill, cute game. Like, it seems interesting. You know, there's nothing wrong. It's nice. I don't know. People are excited about it. People seem quite buzzed about this game coming out from what I saw earlier on Twitter myself. Sorry, X. You can't call it Twitter anymore. Only old bastards call it Twitter.
Old bastard!
Oh, I think it'll be a quirky, interesting thing. And it comes out next year. I'd be interested in trying it. You know, I don't know how well it would do as an ongoing series. When I played Tomodachi Life a decade ago, it actually kind of worked and was fun. But I don't know. I guess we'll see. Okay? I'm just shocked that they made a sequel. Like, to be frank, I never would have expected in a million years they were going to make another one of those. And here we are, a decade.
Oh, you never would have expected in a million years they would have fucking made this as a sequel. Million years. Ain't that an interesting fucking number? You'll know what's coming.
Jesus!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
It's always going to be fucking funny. People said millions, so we had to fucking play it. Because of that being said.
Later, and it's finally coming out. So a little different though, because now it's on the Switch, so it's console and handheld at the same time, while previously it was just on the 3DS. So, okay. Yeah, the original game was wild. The gameplay was interesting for sure, for those who haven't seen it. So, all right. Our third story of the day And our final story regarding Nintendo is actually regarding a new thing that they're going to do that seems pretty interesting, but I don't really understand it. So I think what I want to do is I want to explore it with you guys today. Today they announced virtual game cards. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it says right here on the Nintendo site, the virtual game card feature for Switch and Switch 2 adds some flexibility of physical game cards to your digital library. If you have two systems, you can digitally eject and load games from one to another, and you can lend games to members of your Nintendo account family setup. So basically, if you buy a game digitally and you have a family account or a family setup, because you could do.
I'm gonna tick family for this.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Yeah, I'm taking the family square for that.
Do that. You can actually have it like, you know, there's 3 people in the house that are all on the same family setup on your Switch. Basically, you can trade digital games. Okay? So here's there's a whole digital library now, virtual game cards. And you can load on a system or load on another system. Move games between systems. If you have 2 different systems linked to the same Nintendo account, you can choose which system to play it on, just like with a physical game card. Simply eject a virtual game card from one system and load it on the other. Once a virtual game card is loaded onto a system, not only can you play it without an internet connection, but other user accounts on the system can play it too. You can also manage and load virtual game cards via your Nintendo account on the Nintendo website. So, interesting, for sure. Lend games to members of your Nintendo account family group. You can lend out the cards, connect your family group member system via local wireless when you want to lend a game. Both systems must be connected to the internet. You can lend a game out for 14 days. After the game is returned, the borrower will still have their save data. They'll be able to start where they left off if they borrow it again. So I guess the catch here is, number one, you have to be in the same family group, all right, and on the same wireless. So it's not like you can share a game with someone who's your friend online across the country. They have to be on the same wireless network as you, all right? The other weird thing is that essentially what they're saying is that only one person can play the game at a time. So let's say, for example, you buy
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Breath of the Wild on the Switch, and you want to lend it to someone else in the house. Well, only you or them can play it, as if you had a physical card that you were passing between the two of you. See what I mean? So you can't have 2 people playing the same game, which is kind of a weird letdown. If you want 2 people to play the same game at the same time, they both have to buy it. So it's kind of like game sharing, but it's not as good, because for example, Xbox game sharing, you can both be playing the same game at the same time. In this case, you can't be. So it's good. It's a new feature. They have not had this before. Previously, the only way to do this would have a physical, cartridge, pass it around, in which case, of course, yes, only one person can play it at a time. So I guess it's something nice to have. Listen, something more is better than nothing, all right? It's not as good as what Xbox has, but at least it's something. And I could see for people who live in the same house, you have multiple Switches, you want to trade your games around and not have to buy the game 7 times, this kind of works. So there you go. It would be nice if there was better features, like if it actually was like the Xbox game sharing, but I guess Nintendo doesn't want that for whatever reason. I don't know. But hey, it's a positive move. It's a customer-friendly move. That's a good thing for them to do that, all right? So, good stuff. Like I said, that's a good addition. People keep saying, is X down? I don't think so. Let's test. No. X is up for me. Yeah, X is up for me. I have no problems with X at all. Are some people not being able to see X? I'm good. Yeah, I can see X right now.
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, looks good to me. I don't know. X loads for me. Okay, folks, we have one more big story to talk about today in regards to gaming. And this is one that's been coming, and we've already been talking about it leading up to this. But today, finally, the crap hit the fan for Ubisoft, all right? What have we been talking about recently with Ubisoft? That game after game has been a flop. It doesn't even matter what franchise anymore, whether it's Tom Clancy, whether it's Assassin's Creed, whether it's, a licensed IP like Star Wars. All of their games that they put all of their money and time and efforts into are flopping left and right. And it's for various different reasons, but I think essentially what's happened is with Ubisoft, we got to the point where all they really care about is pumping games out for money. So because of that, they're following all of these very bad practices, right? Let's just make a game that's quantity over quality. Let's make sure that it has things in it that benefit us, long-term games as a service stuff, rather than actually making a good game for the consumer.
I love how he's complaining about Ubisoft prioritizing quantity over quality, and at the same time he's trying to fucking say that he's so much fucking better than Kino Casino because he does a lot more content than they fucking do. Quantity over quality is fine for Phil Burnell when he does it. But when it comes to gaming, no, you can't have that.
And when they're doing this, basically, people are now seeing right through it. And these games are just no longer selling the way they used to. They put so much into Star Wars Outlaws last year, and it flopped horribly. And now they're experiencing something very similar with Assassin's Creed Shadows, where they were expecting a monstrous blockbuster success, and instead they're getting about mid. Meaning it's not flopping, but it's also not blowing up, and this is not what they were looking for. Okay? There's also been strong rumors recently that Ubisoft has been looking to package the company for a big sell-off. Meaning the Guillemot family, Yves Guillemot, who's the CEO of the company, and his family, who has controlling interest in it, have been looking to pass off that responsibility to someone else. And a lot of people have been rumoring, oh, we think they're going to try to sell entirely. We think they're probably going to try to sell the whole company. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is official this morning, a blockbuster, earth-shattering announcement in the gaming industry. As of this morning, Ubisoft has sold off most of its major gaming franchises by packaging them into a completely different subsidiary company, pushing them to the side, and giving a major controlling interest to Tencent, i.e. China. Here's the story. Ubisoft has officially sold its video game franchises and formed a new subsidiary, giving Tencent 25% ownership and royalties. So this guy has a snide remark. Ubisoft did so well with Assassin's Creed Shadows, they're forced to sell. The new subsidiary is already worth more than Ubisoft itself because Tencent invested so much money into it. I think it was like billions. This new subsidiary will own all the intellectual property of the video game IPs that Ubisoft formerly owned. Here it is. So, $4.3 billion subsidiary. All right? So, it's going to include the game franchises Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, Rainbow Six, and more. Basically, all the video games are going to be part of this new subsidiary. It's not going to call itself Ubisoft anymore. And then Tencent is investing 1.16 billion euros into it to own a quarter of it. Okay? In exchange for a royalty, the new entity will hold licenses for the intellectual property of the games. So here we go. Ubisoft, established by the Guillemot family in France, has been actively seeking new investors for video game properties. The value of the new unit exceeds the current enterprise value of Ubisoft, indicating a significant milestone for the company. Yves Guillemot shared his enthusiasm about the development, stating, "Today Ubisoft is opening a new chapter in history. This is a foundational step in changing Ubisoft's operating model that will enable us to be bold, both agile and ambitious. The new subsidiary will not only include teams working on the mentioned titles, but manage the back catalog and any forthcoming games under development. The strategic move by Ubisoft and Tencent's investment marks a significant moment in gaming history." Does it? Honestly, does it? What does this actually mean? Okay? Here's what it means. Ubisoft is throwing in the towel because they have no fucking idea how to make games anymore. The management is terrible, and they basically want to try to hand over the control and interest to somebody else because they don't know what they're doing. However, they don't want to stop making money. See? So they said, well, let's break it off and pretend like this is different. It's not. It's the same. Like, what's the difference? So now they're not going to be called Ubisoft anymore, and you gave a quarter control to Tencent, a Chinese gaming company, right? Okay.
In my opinion, Ubisoft as a brand name is still a strong brand name. Like, they would be wise to try and maintain that brand name for pushing out further gaming titles, because sometimes that's a fucking draw for people, you know. It's like, oh, who made the game? Ubisoft. Oh, well, you know, long-time game maker. You know, but it's like, you see what I'm saying? I don't know. So I think it's that. Who knows? I don't know what they're going to fucking do in the future, obviously, you know what I mean? But the game still could be marketed as Ubisoft games, though. It might still be, I don't know.
What does this mean? What's the difference? Right? There's nothing. Listen to him. Today, Ubisoft is opening a new chapter, a foundational step in changing your operating model. All you're doing is you're giving control of your games over to other people because you suck and you can't make good games anymore. That's the announcement.
I mean, you're saying that, but they sold over 2 million copies of Assassin's Creed, so clearly they know how to make games. It's just that they've not been as successful in the last 5-10 years as they were before.
Why are you celebrating? You should be crying. You should be like, we tried hard to try to retain interest and control of our games, but we don't know what we're doing and we can't sell games anymore, so we're giving up. That should be the front page news. Why is this a celebration of positivity? It's not. It's called you suck ass. But again, this is
so toxic, Phil. Go on. You're going to complain now about golden handshakes, aren't you? Oh, these guys are still going to stay rich and they don't care. But, you know, go on, Phil. Complain about the money.
What happens with money in these corporate bigwig...
Oh my gosh. I'm like, how predictable is he? I knew immediately he was about to fucking start complaining and bitching and whining and moaning about the money these fuckers have. How is he so predictable? Then again, I fucking do bingo on him, so he is that predictable, but for God's sake.
It's called you suck ass. But again, this is what happens with money in these corporate bigwig idiots. Oh, there's money involved? Big success. No, there's not. This could actually be a huge problem. So now you're going to have other companies come in, right? And they're going to say, well, we have more money invested in this now. So we now are going to force certain changes, certain things.
Well, I understand this, Phil. You were upset and complaining about Yves Guillemot being in charge of Ubisoft, and you were bitching and whining and moaning about his leadership of Ubisoft. And so now he's relinquished leadership. You're complaining and bitching and whining and moaning because he did what you wanted him to do. There is no pleasing Phil Burnell, I guess. He was upset when they were in charge, and now he's upset that they're no longer in charge.
Right, the culture may change at Ubisoft, who knows? Will this be good for games? That remains to be seen. It could be good for games. It could mean that Ubisoft might actually start making good games again because there's another company that's there to crack the whip when they're sucking ass and doing dumb shit. Or it could mean nothing. You know, Tencent doesn't necessarily have the best track record either. It's not like Tencent is above reproach and above criticism, has been pumping out banger after banger. So, is it a moment in history? Sure, but is it a good one? Not necessarily. I just find it hilarious that Yves Guillemot is so out of touch. Again, corporate dude, doesn't even fucking understand games, and he's celebrating this. Oh, this is great. For who? The gamers don't know if they're going to get good games. Your employees probably have absolutely no idea what the hell is going on and are afraid that they're about to get laid off or shifted around or changed in a reorg, right? Tencent is going to take some control. We don't know how they're going to dictate what happens with games. The only one celebrating is you because there's money, because you're a greedy fuck. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. What a fucking loser. I hate stories like this because oh yeah, this is a great moment. No, it's not. But we saw this coming. That's the thing. Like, with failure after failure after failure, we knew that this was coming, that a change had to happen. You can't just continuously pump out failure. And every franchise, too. It's like every single franchise they've been pumping out has been failing. It's pretty sad. You know? How have the mighty have fallen with what they're doing and running themselves into the ground? So, we'll see what happens. What we need to actually hear now is, as a result of that, you know, what changes are going to happen? What games are going to come out of it? You know, they're claiming that they're, you know, oh, this will, you know, change everything. But how? How is this, you know, going to prove that you're going to make better games? Because that's all people want out of you right now, is games that aren't crap and filler and just pumped out for profits. Okay. So, folks,
that time back
is what's going on right now in the realm of gaming. An interesting morning for news, that's for sure. Now, we got through all the news. So now what I'd like to do is open up the rest of the show, you know, the final half hour or so, to Q&A. And if anyone wants to talk about certain topics, please tag me in the chat. Maybe there's some things I missed out on that you'd like to talk about today that you think are notable. I'm going to do shout-outs for all contributions. Right now, we had the 2 tips and the 1 super chat, and that's it. Guys, let's...
There we go. I knew it was coming. I knew it was fucking coming. It's predictable as fucking sun rising and sun setting.
I'm going to do shout-outs for all contributions. Right now, we had the 2 tips and the 1 super chat, and that's it. Guys, let's get our first membership and our first sub right now on the podcast. All right, let's get that going. Let's get some support rolling. Atomfall. And let's get this goal hit. So we can get closer to our Chick-fil-A reward. Okay? Let's do it. Okay.
Beg harder.
Avarice, how are you this morning? Good morning. Good to see you.
It's funny how there's a user in his chat called Avarice, because that's a fancy name for greed. You know, in case you weren't aware, that avarice is like greed, you know, but a fancier way of saying it. But I'm not sure if Phil's aware of that.
Have I gone through Tencent's library? It's all pay to win mobile games. Yeah, no, you see what I mean? Like, they don't have a great track record. So, that's what I mean. Like, just because they have influence over Ubisoft, like, oh, this is a great moment in history. It could be the end of your company. Just because you're greedy and there's money involved, you're excited, but it could be the end of...
It's a free game, Nidhogg, that's why. It's not free, it's on Game Pass. He has Game Pass, he doesn't have to pay for it because he has Game Pass, so technically he's already paid for it. So he's going to try it. That's the sole reason. That is literally the sole reason, because it's free. Well, it's not free, but you get what I mean.
Of everything that you've been working towards all of these years, all these tried and true franchises. Why are you celebrating? Because you made some money? So that's what it's all about for you. And that's true. For Yves Guillemot, this is probably the biggest day in his gaming history because he made money. That's all he cares about. He doesn't give a shit if he makes good games. He's a greedy fuck.
Says a person who claims to the public that he tried to snake Kino Casino for the sake of getting that bag. Although since then, since that fucking fake I'm the King Snake story, have you fucking noticed the narrative has kept changing back to how the Kino snaked him? I just love when Phil can't keep his consistent bullshit and lies straight and it all falls apart.
Did we lock in which Minecraft Lego set to get? No, we didn't, because if you guys don't know, 1 week from this coming Sunday is my birthday marathon on April...
Yeah, fuck you and your birthday, you old fucking prick.
Old bastard!
6th. And what we will do is we will decide what Minecraft Lego set to get over the course of the next week. We'll look at it on the podcast, and I'll probably order it and get it here so we can build that during the birthday event. Would I consider another retrospective event? We've talked about that. I'm not against it. PUBG Mobile, Arena of Valor, Call of Duty Mobile, League of Legends, and Honor of Kings. PUBG Battlegrounds. They own 40% of Fortnite, if you didn't know. They own a stake in Roblox.
Wow. Wow. Anyway, hold on. Someone tweeted me something apparently. Another hero has fallen. Stinky Whistle Teats. I'm 53 and work in construction. I pour concrete and hump shingles nearly every day. My body is broken and worn out from all the labour, and when I get home, I'm barely awake enough to spend time with my family. But now I see what real work really is. Having to sit in one room playing games all day long. My hat off to you, sir. You're a hero to all the blue collar workers everywhere. And so yeah, I think they were leaned. I think this is the person that was leaned. Ron. Jesus Christ. They didn't break any rules though. There was no rules that were broken there. You know, they didn't break stream chat rules whatsoever. That's a belter. Hold on, I like that too. Hold on. Did I make sure I like that? There we go. Like, there we go. Good stuff. Right, let's crack on with the fucking bingo.
Yeah. Nothing too crazy outside of that. They have their fingers in everything that makes money, basically. Luna, you have the right to enjoy Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's not for everyone, but if you like it, that's good on you then. What kind of cake am I having? I don't think I'm having a cake this year, honestly. Like this year, on my birthday, I told my wife I'd like to have her make food. Like actually have like food for the marathon that we can have rather than order out. Have a nice homemade meal, but we don't know what she's gonna make yet. But honestly, I probably will just have food and forget the cake. I've had cake every year, but to be honest, I'm not a big sweets guy. I'm just not. So even when my wife makes the cake, I usually end up eating like 2-3 slices of it, and then I don't eat the rest of it, and then I have to get rid of it. So probably it just makes more sense to just have food that day. Honestly. A couple shout outs. First of all, we have Fighting GM with a $2 super chat. Says you have the same birthday as me. Do I? April 6th? Well, congrats. We're April 6th.
Who fucking cares?
Birthday guys. Thank you for that. And then Alien Boy 13 with a $2 super chat asks, will you play Rita's Rewind in the future? Well, you know, I didn't really play it for a couple of reasons. Reason number one is because I don't really think that my audience is so heavily into Power Rangers. I mean, Power Rangers isn't really prominent in the gaming landscape, so we don't really talk Power Rangers. I don't think anyone really is, like, you know, into it around here. That's number one. And number two, I did play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, which is basically the same style of game. I think the same company made it, right? And it didn't do so well. It did okay. Like I played it quickly and beat it within like a stream or two, but people didn't really give a crap. So I figured maybe the beat 'em up genre just isn't something that appeals to my audience, you know? So I skipped it. I know it came out, was it last year or whatever? So I never really focused on it. But I'm not against playing it, but maybe that's something to do during like a special event rather than just a playthrough. I don't know. No, I'm not playing First Berserker Kazam or Kazan, whatever the hell it's called, because it doesn't look that good to me. It looks like just another attempt to make a Soulsborne game, because there's no other Soulsborne games coming out. It doesn't really blow me away or anything. Not too interested in it, so no, I'm not going to play it.
Oh man, there's something huge missing from my life. I need a large group of friends. All I do is sit around drinking gin all day. Ladies and gentlemen, I play mobile games. Yes, I spend money on mobile.
Did I ever play the Marvel beat 'em up in the arcade? There was more than one. There was an Avengers, and they go, Avengers Assemble! And it was Iron Man, Captain America, Vision. I can't remember who the fourth. I think it was Hawkeye. I think it was Iron Man, Captain America, Vision, and Hawkeye.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No! Fuck you and your
I played
friends.
that one. And there was a Spider-Man game. And that one was Spider-Man, Punisher. Was it Black Cat? There was like, I think there was 4 characters in that one too. But yeah, I played all of those old school beat 'em ups back in the day. They were very popular.
Old bastard.
Soul Reaver, I've already answered this. No, I never played the Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain games or anything. I never played any of them. And I know that they had like a redone collection recently, but we skipped it.
So someone's going to start asking him a couple bizarre questions in super chat form. Somebody in his chat called John M is asking things like, do you prefer brunettes or blondes? And what's your next big home improvement? You know, weird, but they keep giving Phil money though. Like he's like $2 for each of them, whatever, you know what I mean? So, will Phil entertain these super chat questions? Will he answer them honestly? Or will I just say some dumb fuck troll, whatever? Who fucking knows? You know, we'll find out soon enough. We're only behind Phil by 14 minutes or so we'll find out soon.
Be against playing it in the future if people wanted it, and we had time for it. Yeah. We already talked about that SpongeBob Night Shift game. It's not official. It's kind of a bootleg game, and I don't really think I trust it, to be frank. And no, I'm not going to talk about Wings of Redemption. Why would I? It has nothing to do with me. Why would I talk about him? Right? It has nothing to do with me at all. I don't know why we talk about Wings of Redemption in my content. He's not here. I don't know how long Disco Elysium is. I don't know. Someone's asking how long would that game take? What's the next indie game? I don't know. You guys convinced me to play it, so I did. You guys really liked it when I played it. But that's it. I don't know anything else about it. I don't know how long it is or anything, so.
Stop chewing your fingernails, you clatty bam.
The light thing for today is radioactive, in honor of Atomfall. Same thing with the text.
Who fucking cares?
Okay.
I sense a beg is nigh.
Is it? See, I don't know. Dixie Rex says, don't compare Atomfall to Fallout. They're very different in gameplay style. All right, we'll see today. I don't know. I was wondering if it was going to be more like Stalker. And if it's like Stalker, honestly, I don't know if I'm going to like it, because I don't really like the whole aspect of Stalker where you constantly got to eat food, drink, take off rads, heal, stop the bleeding, reload, fix your weapon. Dude, it's like, fuck, can I just play a game? Why I got to dick around with those little menial tasks? It's so boring. It feels like you're always mashing a button to do something in that game, right? I guess we'll have to see. As we play, let's see what it is. John M. did a $2 super chat. Do you like blondes or brunettes? Hair color doesn't matter. That's like one of the last things that should matter. Hair color. Seriously. Especially because everyone changes their hair color anyway. So it really doesn't matter. What's the weather like today? Sunny outside. It's not hot outside, but it's sunny. So sadly, that means that it's probably going to heat up in here over the course of the afternoon. It's going to be annoyingly hot, which sucks. I don't want it to be hot, but it looks like it might be. And I'll just have to put up with it. I think right now...
Oh, fuck. No. No.
Squeaky Wheels Jade tipped £1. Squeak 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 moo moo type to Daddy Philip DSP Gaming. I love Q and A. My question for you is, how do you romance else lady with my limp dick?
Jesus fucking Christ. Jade. Jade fucking trying to riz anyone that will have him. Jesus, man. How do you romance an ALS lady with Jade? That's mean. That's mean. You know. Think of it this way. Jade like can fucking like there's things that are Jade has some weapons at her disposal that can charm the ladies. They don't he can make sure they get home safely because he's practically a taxi in his own right. All you need to do is just hop on for a ride and he'll take them to where I need to go, you know? Hey, I mean, things like that. That's mean, that's cruel. Poor Jade. He's doing his best he can to get his hole.
The afternoon, it's going to be annoyingly hot, which sucks. I don't want it to be hot, but it looks like it might be. I'll just have to put up with it. I think right now it's only like 50. Let's look. No, it's 60. So again, whenever it's a certain...
Exciting weather talk from Phil Burnell. By the way, in case you guys are curious, this is going to shock the fuck out of everyone, right? Prepare yourselves for this incredible fucking shocking revelation. Today in Scotland, it's fucking raining. I know, you're stunned. You're like, what the... you're not going to believe it, I know. But it is pissing down out there. Believe it or not, that's the truth. And really...
Who fucking cares?
Yeah, Phil, thank you for entertaining us all with your fucking weather talk.
Temperature outside, but it's full sun. It means that in the office, it ends up being much warmer. Let me take a look, actually. Let me look outside.
What a boring bastard. His one glimpse of fucking outside. He's not going to go outside and touch grass. He's just going to stick his head into the window and pretend he went outside today. Fucking vampire. The sun hit me.
It's actually cloudy outside right now, so that's good. That means that the office probably won't warm up. So that's good.
Who fucking cares?
This is a 20 to 30 hour long game. Wow. That's pretty dang long for a game like this. So, I don't know, I mean, my indie nights are like 2 hour segments. I mean, do you really want to be playing this for the next,
Who fucking
2.5 months?
cares?
Maybe if people really like it, we can put it into the rotation as more of a major playthrough rather than an indie night game. We'll play it more than once a week. No, we don't have central air. I have window air conditioners, you know, the ones that freestand and you put the duct into the window. But it's only March. I'm not installing air conditioners in my house yet. This room is the only room that heats up, for the record. Like, this is the only one right now that gets warm. The whole rest of the house is very cool.
Cares?
So, I might eventually, like in April, if we have hotter days again, I might have to actually install the air conditioner just in this room.
Who fucking cares?
I do turn off all the electronics overnight. The only electronic that's usually on overnight is just the streaming and gaming PC, or the streaming and capture PC, because it has to upload. So that's the only thing. Everything else I turn off. No lie, I turn off the gaming PC, I turn off the TV, I turn off all the lights, I turn off all the peripherals. I close the laptops off, monitors are off. Everything in this room is off except that PC, because that one has to stay on to upload.
Why would I lie?
I imagine it's like breathing for you.
That's it. What's up, Game Boy? How are you today? Good to see you. No, I turn off the RGBs as well. I don't leave the RGB lights on when no one's in here. That'd be pretty stupid.
Well, you're a pretty stupid fucking person, Phil, so it's quite understandable if you'd fucking do that. I can save so much time by leaving these on.
What kind of background will I have for April? I'm going to change various things. For example, the animations here will be different. You saw there's like St. Patty Day stuff. Well, that's going to be gone. I might do more themed towards my birthday and spring. So maybe some birthday stuff and spring animations in there along with gaming animations and stuff. Do a little mix, probably. Tell you why Scott Steiner is the GOAT? I don't know. Because he cares about two things, his freaks and his peaks? I don't know. Because the siren goes off whenever he walks in the room? Because of the way he does math is very entertaining?
I mean, Scott Steiner math is pretty fucking incredible. Like, it's like, if you've never seen that Scott Steiner promo, but he's like, he explains how much of a chance he's got at like winning or whatever, it is bizarre, but it's hilarious. It's like, what the fuck?
I don't even know when Easter is. When is Easter this year? Someone said,
Easter this year, I believe, let me get the exact dates here. Easter Sunday, I believe, is the 20th of April, Phil. So yeah, around about that time. 420, exactly, 420, just boys.
Going to do anything for Easter? I don't even know when Easter is. I have no clue. Let's see. It's different every year. Some years it's in March, some years it's in April. Let's see. It is... Wow, it's the end of April. No, I didn't even know. 420. It's 420. Easter's on 420. Oh, boy. John did a $2 super chat asking, what's my next home improvement that I'm going to do? Well, we had done a bunch. Remember, we had done all kinds of stuff. We kind of redone our bathroom with new shower head, new shower curtain, ripped all the stuff off the walls, put up whole new shelving, decorations, and things. So one bathroom kind of feels totally refreshed and new. We bought a new washer dryer because our washer dryer was wearing out after a decade and having tons of issues. And we've done other various odds and ends around the house and things. Honestly, at this point, anything else that we want to do is probably too large scale. Like, to be honest, our master bathroom, is all messed up. The shower we don't use, the toilet we don't use, they're all broken. Okay? That needs to be gutted and redone. We don't have money for that. Okay?
I mean, you had a lot more extra money than usual thanks to the casino influence. Could you not have set aside some money for that? It seems like that's some extremely financial irresponsibility on your part, Phil. Why did you not fucking set aside some money for that? That seems incredibly negligent of you, Phil. Yeah, and Brian says before Phil derails the whole goddamn thing, the question was, what is the next home improvement thing you're going to do? It's crazy, man. So what the fuck, man? What the fuck are some of these super chats that Phil's getting? Reviewed Dropbox USA, $2 sent to Phil. Whose fart would you rather inhale, Rhea Ripley or Jade Cargill? What the fuck, man?
Our kitchen is starting to fall apart. Literally, the drawers and shit are all crappy quality, low end, and starting to actually wear out and fall apart. We got handles coming off, we got drawers coming out. It's messed up. We want to redo the kitchen, but we can't afford that. You know, there's a difference between doing an appliance upgrade for a few $1,000s versus actually like major renovations of the house. So the only thing we can do for renovating, we want to wait and hope that the economy will turn around in the next few years. Now, we had a flipping government, right? Interest rates are starting to go down, and we're hoping that within the next, say, 3+ years, things will get better and better. And hopefully, at some point, I'll be able to do something with the equity in my home, because I have a ton of equity in my house, and I've never been able to touch it because I have a really low mortgage rate from 10 years ago, 11 years ago, and I don't want to touch it and screw things up and massively increase my payments. That'd be pretty dumb. But I have a ridiculous amount of equity in the house that I could use to renovate the house.
That's been Phil's long-term game plan all along, to try and fucking use that to his advantage, but that's fucking just going to hurt him in the long term, I think. Like, I'm not fully caught up on these sort of things, but wouldn't that mean that things would, like... It's not a good long-term plan, Phil. You know, people who are more intelligent than I am when it comes to these sort of things have tried to explain to me before how that's a dumb move on Phil's part.
Fix stuff. And improve stuff. I would love to fix that bathroom. I would love to redo the kitchen. Those are projects that we wanted to do for a while, but we just can't afford them. So we're hoping that things will continue in the right direction economy-wise, and that hopefully within a few years, you know, things will get better, and then we'll be able to actually use that equity to do things. But as of now...
Exactly. If he refinances to try and get some money out of a situation, that is the one thing that will happen as well. It's like his mortgage will also go up. A refinancing might mean that, you know, very, very temporarily, potentially you get some money yourself, but it's going to all of a sudden massively inflate and increase your payments. You dumb bastard.
We're kind of stuck. To do anything with equity in my home would be insanely stupid. With interest rates as high as they are, it would destroy me financially. Like, why would I want to take a mortgage that's way low percentage? I want to say my mortgage is like around like 4 to 5%. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's around there. Why would I refinance now at like 8, 9% and pay double? I'd be a moron, you know? So that's why I'm just waiting. You guys,
I got some bad news for you, Phil. I don't think the economy is going to improve anytime soon because of Trump's approach to trying to fucking, you know, all the tariff stuff, you know? It's like, obviously, we can understand the logic behind it all, but most countries are not willing to play ball yet with Trump in that regard. He might get his way eventually, but it might take a while. It might take a while, who knows?
interest rates are going to fall. That's bullshit. They are going to fall. It's just not going to be an overnight thing. All right, I've had enough of these people spamming, so I'm just going to remove them so we don't have to look at their nonsense, right? Okay. I received a 420 tip. From a name I'm not going to say, saying to show us your toilet. No, I'm not going to show you guys my toilet. That's stupid. Why would I show you the toilet? What a dumb thing to say. Yes, let me just open up my bathroom and show you everything in there. No. How about this? No. And since your name is dumb, you're anonymous. How about that? Come up with a better name. Okay. I get likely what'll happen because I'm thinking like what to do. Because if I do a full refinance of my mortgage, I'll screw myself on the interest rate. So I might have to wait for interest rates to drop, and then instead of doing that, do something different, like a home equity, loan or something like that, at least with lower interest, But if I do it now, I'd be shooting myself in the foot. I'd be a really stupid move. That's why I'm not doing it.
Phil, so it's quite high right now, but even if you wait until it gets to 4 or 5%, you're still shooting yourself in the foot if you refinance them, because that's what you fucking had it when it was currently there. Like, your mortgage when you got it before was 4 or 5%. So if you refinance now, it's still going to, because the house is worth more. Oh, for God's sake, he doesn't understand. He does not understand these things. He is all about the fucking short-term, immediate financial gain, and he doesn't think long-term. He gets what he fucking deserves. No wonder he went fucking bankrupt.
My shirt is dark blue. Very dark blue. It's hard to tell. There you go. Now you can see. It's hard to tell when I'm sitting back, but if I put it up to the camera, you can see it's a dark blue shirt. Oh, let's see here. I received a $5 tip.
Who fucking cares?
So, from Jason, he says, I just want to thank you for at least trying Assassin's Creed Shadows on the PS5 Pro. Even though it was only for a short time. I was hoping that you would play more of it, but I totally understand. I watched and enjoyed all your previous Assassin's Creed playthroughs, but Atomfall hype, I hope the game is good. Yeah, here's the thing. I think we all went into Assassin's Creed Shadows with these very tempered expectations because Ubisoft has not been putting out good games recently. Just to be honest, they have not been. It's been ridiculous how bad the games are that they're putting out, which is why today they essentially sold off everything, right? All the information we saw about it and everything didn't look that good. It looked like it was more the same, and protagonists that were stupid. It just didn't make sense, right? So I went into it with an open mind. And at first I thought maybe it would be good. And then after, that last segment, I was like, I can't play this anymore. When I'm playing the game, I'm literally falling asleep. It's the same repetitive shit. And you're in the first area of the game. I challenge you to play Assassin's Creed 2, 3, 4, Syndicate. Like, I'm naming the good ones, right? You tell me in the first few hours of those games that you're bored. You'd be fucking lying. There's interesting stuff happening at all moments. In that game, after the intro segment of a couple of hours, you're literally in an open world just doing boring shit. What the fuck did they think they were doing? They're so dumb. How do you not put interesting content at the beginning of your game? Why would you actually put a huge, grindy, boring segment in the first chapter of the fucking game? It doesn't make any sense. Like, they completely lost their way as game devs. What is the purpose of a video game? Is it to create an artistic work that's entertaining and fun for the gamer, or is it to make money? They actually think the purpose of making the game is just to print money. So they just pump out a formulaic, boring mess. It really is, right, Ubisoft. It is. It's become Ubisoft. It's sad. I like Assassin's Creed. I even said in my review of why I quit the game that I've played every major Assassin's Creed game that has ever fucking existed since I've been a YouTuber, starting with Assassin's Creed 2 and all the way through all of them.
And starting with Assassin's Creed 2. Did you not play one?
The fact that they screwed this one up so bad and don't understand that they did. That's the other thing. No self-awareness, because if they had any, they would have known that game was terrible. They would have just known that they weren't fucking doing anything that the gamers wanted. But I think what's happened is, in the last decade, we've had so many games that have been like this, that are quantity over quality, that now gamers are starting to think that's what gaming is. So you have people who come out and say, oh yeah, this is the best one. Are you fucking insane? Is the purpose of gaming to you to literally just sit back and have a controller and just do repetitive actions all day? That's what these games are. There's nothing memorable. There's nothing of note. There's no entertainment value. Just I'm doing something. No, I want to have something that's worth my time. Why is it that 15 years ago when I started on YouTube, it was like memorable moment after memorable moment? You had franchises like Mass Effect and BioShock, right? The older Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, the originals. These were like crazy notable games that blew your mind when you played them. You're like, holy shit, what a memorable, awesome experience. Today it's like, why am I playing 9 hours and nothing has happened of note yet? What the fuck? When do I get the payoff? Why am I even playing? I really do feel like we have a whole generation of gamers who haven't played anything good, so they actually don't know that a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows actually sucks. They can't get it because they haven't played anything better. They've just played shitty game after shitty game. So
this coming from the same person who thinks that ever since Street Fighter's Super Turbo 2, that franchise went downhill. Like, he thinks the best version of that game was Super Turbo 2. You know, 3 not good enough, 4 not good enough, 5 not good enough, 6 not good enough. You know, it's all gone downhill ever since Super Turbo 2.
I tried. I wanted to like AC Shadows. I gave it an honest shot. Man, that game stinks. It's a shame. Again, I played every major Assassin's Creed, and the fact that that one bored the shit out of me within 10 hours is just sad, man. Sad stuff. Okay.
I have some good news, guys. We're our first free space of the game because Phil's had 10 sips. If we get 100 likes, we win bingo. I don't think we're that close. I'm not seeing my likes, but I've got a feeling we're not that close yet. So yeah, we rarely get 100 likes these days, but it was bingo though.
I received a $1.11 tip. My shirt is dark blue side Phil. Okay, thank you. I received a $10 super chat from Kruger. Thank you, Kruger. That's a nice, generous one. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
A nice, generous one. Wow, I'm going to acknowledge yours like more. Yours is double figures, so therefore it has higher priority. Your super chat is worth more. Hey, Disco, how you doing? How's tricks? Well, we're very close to our full house. We're 3 away. But Phil was so fucking boring that I just fucking want to tap out. So that's how it's fucking going for me. Hope you're doing well.
Up to 33 bucks in climbing. Kruger says, I couldn't believe how slow and clunky the intro was. 5-minute cutscene, right into a 3-minute fight, then back to a cutscene, to flashbacks within flashbacks. I was completely disengaged by the time that it was free roam. Yeah, and then it goes free roam, and it's boring. The first thing that I ran into when I was free roam, it was so funny. Free roam, we get to do stuff. Oh, look, do some hand symbols. Oh, wait, we're in a flashback segment. But what? And then when you actually got, what is the free roam content? Oh, base takeovers. Oh, yay. Base takeovers. Those are my favorite things in gaming. You know, the generic areas that have no significance on the game at all, but they're there just to kill time, and you have to kill repetitive enemies and certain ones so that you can unlock an area and get a reward. Again, who is in charge of these projects and is like, this is fun? They have like no concept of fun. Did they actually ask a single actual consumer or gamer, do you find this fun? Or did they just say, here's the formula we use every game. Copy, paste, then a little bit of new story here. Oh, it's a new location, so have some Japanese scenery here. Copy, paste. No,
there's a person that fucking does the same thing every single fucking day non-stop for the last fucking decade. Well, what's Phil going to do different today? What is the big, massive, different thing Phil's going to do today? Well, he's going to fucking wake up late, start a stream late, beg for fucking 90 minutes, and then play video games very poorly while begging some more. What, he does this every single day? Aye! And it never changes? No! Well, sometimes he'll fucking react to things. But I'll usually go back to the fucking same old shit, because it's his tried and tested method.
Effort. Yikes. John did a $2 super chat. Interview a female co-host for your wrestling show. I have 3 completely different styles of co-hosts coming up for the next 3 weeks. After that, it's WrestleMania. After that, we will reassess and see if I want to continue doing smart.
What do you mean you have 3 completely different styles of co-host? Aren't all 3 of them just fucking random, aren't you like kind of lol cows themselves or something? All generic lol cows. Beef and Ralph. Pasty white lol cow. The other 2. I mean, 3 racist white dudes are Phil's co-hosts. Wow, that's fucking great variety. So basically, it's like smart guys, you know, racist Phil with racist Ethan Ralph. Who can out-racist the other?
Guys past WrestleMania, dependent on engagement, interest, attendance, support, my levels of entertainment. Like, am I still having a good time with it? Because when I started Smart Guys back in January, my whole intention was to cover it from Royal Rumble to WrestleMania. Like, that was the
Your whole intention was to make money, you dumb bastard. You admitted it yourself when you were snaking the casino.
idea I had in my head. That was the season I wanted to cover. And then after that, I wanted to reassess and see what would happen. All right. So let's see how the next 3 weeks go. And then we'll do a WrestleMania coverage. And then after that, I guess we'll see and go from there. That's really all I have to say about it. I'm undecided. If these next 3 weeks go well and people are showing up and engaging and supporting and everything's going good, obviously that's going to incentivize me to want to continue to do the show past WrestleMania. But if I see dwindling interest, declining, rewards and engagement and everything, then I'm probably not going to want to keep going. And I'll say, well, it was a good experiment to bring it back for a while. Maybe every once in a while something does happen interesting in pro wrestling, I'll bring it back, but maybe I won't, We'll see. I have no idea how I'm covering WrestleMania yet, because I don't even know what, how they're going to do it in regards to, it's probably going to be all weekend, right? Like they do it all day Saturday and Sunday. It's like a really long event. So I don't even know if I want to do like a WrestleMania special where maybe that Monday I have like a super show that Monday that covers everything that happened at WrestleMania Saturday, Sunday.
Cares?
I don't know if I want to have guests. I have no clue how to cover WrestleMania at this point. Let's just ride this throughout the next 3 weeks and see how it goes building up to WrestleMania. Okay. Okay, anything else, guys? Well, thank you for the early support.
Here we go, begment time. Please, let's get another free space for a begging. Come on, Phil, don't let us down. Beg harder than you've ever begged before.
Okay, anything else, guys? Well, thank you for the early support. Let's keep that momentum going. All right, we're heading to the new game in a moment, but let's keep that moving, and let's definitely hit the goal for a brand new release stream. All right, let's keep the momentum going towards Chick-fil-A. Let's get to 77 on the stream. All right?
Nope.
That actually might be a good screenshot that he had there. Hold on.
Thank you for the early support. Let's keep that momentum.
Damn it. His arms are... Damn it. Like this... This is just this fucking dumbass face. It's like the flail. Like that kind of face there. But his arms are out of shot. It's annoying. It's so annoying. Let's go saying you ever thought of other understandable Scottish cunts coming on your podcast. I don't think the internet could handle that vortex of Scottishness, I don't know. Maybe one time, but it'd be quite a complicated thing. Faster than usual, because that's just my natural Scottishness flowing fucking through. And people are like, well, fucking so the fuck done. So yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I was contemplating maybe getting a guest on Friday, actually. I've not had a guest for a while, so I was thinking about having a guest on Friday, since Phil's not live on Friday, he's not there on Friday. But I don't know. I'll see him, because obviously I have to wait and see. I'm not sure yet. I was toying with that idea, but I'm not sure how Friday's going to go yet exactly. I might have a busy day that day as well, so it may just be a normal show essentially, aside from the fact that Phil's not there, and we're using a pre-recorded show from Tuesday. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo.
Momentum going. All right, we're heading to the new game in a moment, but let's keep that moving, and let's definitely hit the goal for a brand new release stream. All right, let's keep the momentum going towards Chick-fil-A.
Did he seriously? No, I forgot around it. So yeah, it was a beg I've already counted. I've already counted as beg.
And quite frankly, those people who make that shit up should be sued.
Wow, great dead air, Phil. This is very meaningful dead air.
I'm not even sure I know how to do multiple people on a call in Discord. I haven't done that yet, right? I've only done one person direct. I don't know how to get like more than one person into a call on Discord. I have to figure that out. I don't know how hard it is. It's probably easy to do, right? I would assume they probably set it up pretty easy. Because some people are saying, why not do an ultra super show for WrestleMania where all the hosts are on at once? I mean, try to do that, but I don't know how that's going to work.
He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell. I'm a dunce.
WrestleMania is Easter weekend. Oh, okay. So it's a month from, well, less than a month from now.
Egregious cross-dresser. Yes, that's true. Gifted a body that has a lot of shortcomings. Okay?
Would I consider doing like a chocolate Easter egg for DSP Tries It? Easter eggs in the UK and Europe are different than those in the United States. I don't know. I didn't even think about that. Like, do an Easter treat DSP Tries It around Easter? Maybe we'll have to look at maybe Easter week. We'll do something like that.
He's a scammer. He's this. He's that. Yes, that's true. I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a racist. He's a sexist. Yes, that's true. I smell.
No, the co-hosts have not been announced. This guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I've literally not told anyone who the co-hosts are. The only one that's known is Ethan Ralph. So this guy in chat who thinks he knows what he's talking about has no idea what he's talking about.
I'm a dunce. I'm a dunce. Yes, that's true. He's a pedophile. He's a
Review Drop Box USA, thanks for a $2 super chat. I'm not reading your message because it's disgusting. But I appreciate the support. Thanks.
I'm a dunce. Offensive. Egregious.
Who fucking cares?
Yes, that's true.
Yes, you do have bad info. Like I said, I have not told anyone who the hosts are at all. Literally no one. Like, no one actually knows who the hosts are at all. So there's no way anyone could know. There's been 0 leaks. So yeah, I haven't even had a discussion with anyone about it. So there's no way anyone could possibly know.
Because of who I am, people believe it.
No one, guys, no one knows the host. It doesn't matter what idiots said on other shows. They're wrong. I'm telling you.
It sounds a bit nervous, though.
I'm not here to pretend that I'm something that I'm not. I don't dye my hair. I don't act stupidly constantly to get attention from children. I don't do stupid.
Cadbury egg, which filling is best? Chocolate caramel or original? The original. Even though it's really weird, sweet filling, like just pure sugar. It looks like egg yolk, but it's not. That's still the best filling. To this day, I mean, I wouldn't eat a Cadbury cream egg probably ever again in my life. I doubt it. But man, those were good when I was a kid. Ugh.
This is going to sound obscene. Why do they not make Easter egg sized Cadbury cream eggs? Surely that's a fucking slam dunk idea for Cadbury's. You know, imagine how popular those would fucking be. Just imagine it. This is probably right because you would deep fry it and die. Die. Easter eggs though, like all the other Easter eggs get a fair pass, but not the not the fucking not the for God's sake, cream eggs, like giga sized. Instant diabetes. Sometimes sometimes it's worth it. I'm just saying, it's an idea. It's an idea potential for exploring.
You guys are so fucking stupid. I love how dumb people are. They insist that they know who the guest hosts are. You have no idea who the guest hosts are. You are so dumb. You're such a...
Phil, this nervous laughter of yours is adorable. You'd be awful. I mean, I would love playing poker against Phil Burnell because just like watching him playing Street Fighter, his tells are obvious. This is extremely nervous laugh. Look at his fucking face. The nervous laugh. He's trying to laugh it off. You guys had no idea we fucking know Phil. We knew it was Ethan Ralph before you even fucking announced it was Ethan Ralph. And I guess what it'll probably the same masters. We're gonna fucking try and do. You're gonna try and change it at the last second to try and felt the detractors and never wrong after. Fuck off. Who else can you ask? Jasper? Jasper, what did you think of Raw? Fucking meow.
Insist that they know who the guest hosts are. You have no idea who the guest hosts are. You are so dumb. You're such gullible simps. These people in the kick chat specifically, they're gullible simps. They simp out for fucking Kino Casino and they believe every word they say is fact, even though those guys don't know diddly shit about anything. They just make it all up. You guys are so pathetic.
This is the same audience you need money from, right? Good one, Phil.
I received a generous $10 tip from Jason. I'm excited for your take on Pokemon Legends ZNA. Did you see the new trailers on it? I enjoyed your Pokemon playthroughs. I tried the new Chick-fil-A items. I actually like the new dragon fruit drink. You can get it as a lemonade. The new chicken sandwich was okay. I keep hearing things about the new Pokemon game. For some bizarre reason, I've never gotten around to just watching the trailer. I probably should. It's kind of like, I feel like once you know Pokemon, you kind of know Pokemon. You know what I mean? Like, this one will be a little bit more action-based, like the open world one was a few years ago. What was the open world one called that we played? I'm trying to remember. What it was called, Arceus, Legends of Arceus or whatever. I think it's supposed to be more like that, which I'm fine with. I actually liked the formula. I just felt like the game needed a lot more polish. If you remember when I reviewed it, I said, the game is fine, but it's a good first attempt. If they actually make like a full-fledged new Pokemon game with this, in it like this, I think it'll be good. And I think that's what this one is, right? What is ZA or whatever? But I literally have not watched the trailer. Maybe I need to get around to it. Thank you for the tip, Jason. When is it coming out? Does it have a release date yet? Pokemon ZA? Because I am going to play it. Someone presented an interesting take. All right, so when I've played these games, number one, people who contributed actually got to name the Pokemon, and that's actually worked. People have liked that, being able to name the Pokemon. But another thing people said was, since you're doing card pack openings, would you consider actually getting some Pokemon cards? And if you hit a certain level of support, opening Pokemon cards on a Pokemon stream. And I thought about it, I was like, that might work fine, but I don't know about the availability and rarity of Pokemon cards. I know nothing of Pokemon cards at all. Like, I'm a complete Pokemon card newbie. So I don't know if you can actually like buy a box or a booster box or a collector's box. I don't know how they work. I don't know how rare they are. I don't know how expensive they are. But if people really liked Pokemon and wanted that as part of the streams and would support it, I would be down for something like that. We have the means to do it now.
Nice bag, Phil.
They are expensive? I figured they would be, because they're like one of the classic collector's things when it comes to cards, right? It's Suikoden. That's what I said. It's Suikoden. Suikoden. It's 4 symbols. Suikoden.
Shut the fuck up!
I received a 250 tip. I'm not reading that at all. Thanks for the 250 tip. Absolutely not. Absolutely disgusting, revolting. All right. Turtle Dude, 36 months as a member. You've hit your 3-year anniversary, earning yourself the Diamond Crown, Turtle Dude. Congratulations on the Diamond Crown. He says if Oblivion remakes Shadow Drop...
You know, Diamond Crown's are one thing, but I know a better crown.
Fucking inflatable fucking crown.
Wet fuck Diamond fuckers.
So you play it. The thing is, I just played Oblivion. I just played it, what, 2 years ago? I played Oblivion, then last year I played Fallout 4. You know, I usually play one Bethesda game a year, but I just played it. So even though it might be great, do you really want to see me replay the game I just played? I don't think...
That's an interesting shout by Dapper. When Phil had that nervous laugh, could that count as voice crack? They're high pitch enough. I'm going to count it.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
We're 2 away from a full house because we have 1 free space so far. Thanks to the sips.
I think so. All right. Thank you guys. Anything else? Any other topics? You guys are hitting me with a ton of topics right now, like turbo speed round. I'm enjoying it though. What else is on your mind? I should try building a Yu-Gi-Oh deck. Oh, I don't know. See, there's a difference between collecting and unboxing, unpacking, and building. Deck building, I don't even understand these things, the rule. Like, how am I going to play? I don't know how to play Pokemon. I don't know how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know about deck building. No. If there's like, for smart guys, it makes sense. Unbox the WWE cards that tie in with the product that we're reviewing. If I'm playing Pokemon, it makes sense to unbox and collect some Pokemon cards. But I don't want to build Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I'm not playing Yu-Gi-Oh games or anything. Yeah, some people might have their 4-year crowns next month, and I believe the 4-year crown on YouTube is brand new. I think it's Emerald. Let me take a quick look. I'm pretty sure it's an Emerald crown. I think it would be under here.
Is him discussing memberships and crowns begging, or is that a bit of a reach? Feels like it kind of is a reach. I'm not sure. I'll see what it goes with. We'll see how it goes. You know.
A quick look. I'm pretty sure it's an Emerald.
It might transition to begging. We'll give him a chance.
Emerald crown. I think it would be under here. And yes, the 4-year crown, 48 months, is an Emerald crown. It looks.
And I mean, Ray Lemure says, shouldn't Emerald be 7 years? Phil ran out of like things like he couldn't think of like all the relevant ones. He skipped tin and copper, I guess. It went straight to like diamond and emerald.
It's actually, in my opinion, the best of all the crowns. So for 4 years.
Okay, hold on. This is a beg. No, he is the best of all the crowns is the one that requires you to remember the longest. This is turned to a begment. from that point on, it turns into a begment. I'll rewind it. I won't count the first part as a beg, but from him saying it's the best one or whatever, it turns into a beg there.
Yes, the 4-year crown, 48 months, is an Emerald crown. It's actually, in my opinion, the best of all the crowns. So for 4 years of being a member on YouTube, you will earn an Emerald crown, and it looks really, really good. So yeah, some of you have that to look forward to next month, I believe. We're about to hit April, so I think it's early May when some people will actually earn those crowns. X Shooter, thank you for 34 months of support. You're only 2 months away from a diamond crown. There you go. No, it's not hot in here right now because the sun went away. If the sun was out, this room would heat up, but the sun went away, so it's actually nice in here. All right, that's it. Who's going to be the first person to get this up right now? Seriously.
Wow, he just launched into a turbo big. Also, I think that was 2 burps there. Hold on 2 seconds. I need to check this first. First of all, was that a sneaky second burp?
All right, that's it. Who's going to be the first person to get this up right now? Seriously.
Yes, he suppressed it, but I heard it. and Jesus. So yeah, and now the beg counter. Please let this fucking beg carries over. We're almost there. We're almost fucking there. We're 2 away from a full house. Can we get a free space for the begs here?
All right, that's it. Who's going to be the first person to get this up right now? Seriously. What is going on the kick side? You guys are there every day. I got anywhere between 60 to 80 viewers on my kick stream every single day. Where's the damn support?
Who fucking cares?
The king demands a sub right now. right now. Who's going to do it?
What?
Drop a sub immediately. This I command.
Where's the damn support?
I command it. How dare you? I just got a $1.30 tip. And again, it's about stuff I'm not going to talk about on the stream. This guy is pretty dense, I guess. What's up, Indead? How are you today? Good to see you.
Where's the damn support? His words.
So we have hit $50. Good. We're a third of the way to our goal. Excellent. Thank you guys for that. For getting me a third of the way to the goal. I appreciate that very much. Did I ever catch every Pokemon in a Pokemon game? I don't remember. Did I? I'm pretty sure in one of them I did. Was it Shield? Sword of Shield? And I had Sword and I did it? I can't remember though, but I might have. We're playing Atomfall on PC. Cybro. PC Game Pass. Okay. All right, is that it, guys? Are we wrapping up now? Or anything left? Because you guys keep hitting me with these questions. I want to get them out of the way. We take a break, and then we're going to start with Atomfall. All right? So we got over 80 viewers over on Kick, and not a single person could even drop a sub. That's pretty pathetic, to be honest. I'm just being honest. My YouTube...
I'm just being honest. I want more money from you guys. What a fucking dick. What a fucking greedy bastard. Mere begging, no, it's good for us. It's good for us.
So we got over 80 viewers over on Kick, and not a single person could even drop a sub. That's pretty pathetic, to be honest. I'm just being honest. My YouTube viewers are very, very generous. They support me with super chats and tips. And then over there on Kick, we're getting nothing. Zero. Again, I hate to say, I think what's happened is, it's the people who are watching me on Kick, not all of them, okay? But most of them, I'd argue 75%, these are casino holdouts. These are guys who are only watching me ever because Kino Casino. And now, sadly, you know, they're just here to just kind of be, you know, prod and poke a little bit every day. It's sad. I wish that wasn't the case. But, you know, I'm trying my best here to maintain 2 streams. And I really wish that there were people who were more positive over there. But every day you notice they're the ones who are making the jokes. They're the ones who are being, oh no, this guy got banned or whatever. Yeah, 'cause he's an asshole. Because he's an asshole. That's why they're banned. I'm not just banning people willy-nilly because they're saying dumb shit.
Money equals positivity. Phil Burnell just said that.
Hello Voltage, $5 super chat. Thank you, Hello Voltage. Says they call him the champ from the bottom of my heart. I don't.
So we managed. We got a free space again for the begs. Finally, we are 1 away from a full house, guys. 1 away. Broadside full. Yes, we're still going, but we only need one more thing to happen to get the full house. We're so damn close.
I don't know what that means, but thank you, Hello Voltage. I don't know what that's getting at. That's a reference to something. Thank you so much. No new members, just some member messages, people, you know, celebrating their milestones. We actually got a sub, Kick and Natty, with a gifted sub over on Kick. Thank you.
Who
Finally a
fucking
Kick
cares?
contribution. I appreciate that.
Boom. Member bomb. My biggest fans are idiots.
Thank you, Brian, who's clearly had enough of Phil's bullshit today and said, fuck this shit. He actually says, fuck this shit. But thank you, Brian, for gifting 5 members, which gives us a free space, and this one is bingo for today. So, congratulations. So, thank you, Brian, for winning his bingo. And congratulations to the following people for getting a membership. Congratulations to Dewey, JP, Steeman, 313, Chilla, and Mizzy TDR. So if you just got a membership there, make sure you thank Brian for gifting it. And that unlocks our final free space.
Burger.
Full house. Oh boy. How exciting. Anyway.
Is it just me or is that quiet today? I don't know why it's so fucking quiet, the bingo soundboard. Like the actual bingo board itself is quiet, but I don't know why it sounds quieter than usual. But Brian didn't want to wait for Phil to potentially say or do any of these more things. He's like, fuck this shit, you know, we're there. We've got a full house, we've got a victory, good stuff indeed. Of course, that adds $10 to the bingo price fund. It goes up to 442 buckaroos now. Phil boring the bejesus out of us all. It was just awful. It's just, fuck me, man. I mean, I don't know, we still had some of the podcast to go. Like, we're behind by 17 minutes, 18 minutes. Phil keeps the podcast going for another 8 minutes or so. And then he fucking fucks off.
Tiny banana, tasty banana.
This is live.
Banana in my mouth. Squeeze the peel, it comes in. Squeeze banana.
This is live. Yeah, so he's on his break. Right? He's fucked off and now he's on his break. And that's the thing that's playing in his break right now. Yeah, anyway, I think I'm going to tap out there, guys. Hell. Meester says, I sent you a tweet from Maximilian, dude, you might find interesting. We'll check that shit right out then, since we can. Did you send it here or did you send it on... Oh, you sent it on Discord. You sent a tweet on Discord. I see. Okay, hold on. I thought you sent it on... my bad. I misunderstood. But there we go. I understood the thing you're saying now. So, here we go. Maximilian Dude has said, let's zoom in this bad boy, can't stress enough that if you don't like a game, you don't have to play it. Playing the old dead games will still bring you satisfaction. If you're a creator and worried about it being not relevant content, trust me, someone made a career out of dead games, it can work out. That's not fair though, Maximilian Dude. You're somewhat entertaining and your personality can help attract an audience. What's Phil Burnell meant to do? He's lacking a personality. Jesus, man. So Maximilian Dude, correct me if I'm wrong, but he is a part of the FGC, isn't he? Or is that a bit of an exaggeration? I'm not sure if Maximilian Dude is a part of FGC or not, I can't mind that.
Now what does the sugar do in the sauce?
Add sweetness.
He is a part of the FGC, so because Maximilian Dude said that, does that mean that the FGC officially disagrees with Phil Burnell? You know, because one person in the FGC said something contrary to what Phil said. You know, I didn't agree with him, so the FGC disagree now with Phil Burnell. You see what I'm saying? I use Phil's logic against him. Get fucked, Phil. Anyway, it's a good take from Maximilian Dude, and he's right. You know what I mean? Like, preference to games, it's a subjective fucking thing. You know, some people prefer retro games. You know, some people prefer older games, or some people prefer newer games, some people prefer certain. It's like, it's all about what you like, and you know, it's a subjective fucking thing. Some people are fucking RPG fans, some people are sports games fans, and I mean, there is no good game, bad game. I mean, some of the most fun games I've ever played have been kind of like weird games, like awkward fucking fun games. Like put this way, I would rather play Wrestling Empire than the new WWE game. Wrestling Empire to me is a lot more fun than playing like fucking WWE 2K25. I would rather play Wrestling Empire, you know, but a lot more value for money, a lot more entertaining. You get what I'm saying? But each to their own, though. Each to their own. Anyway, I will be back tomorrow with some more bingo. Of course, Phil's not here. I'm going to be using Tuesday's podcast to do bingo with. I've not seen much of it. I've seen clips from Tuesday, but I've not seen all of it. You know what I mean? I'm just going to try and win bingo. You know, it's my way of making up to you guys for missing Tuesday. But aye. And yeah, Subway Station Wrestle Empire is fucking dangerous. I'm gonna play some more of that tonight. Actually, I think if I have more time anyway. I found a fucking mod that actually fucking lets you have real names. You know, it's like fucking like RoboCop and fucking, you know, Simpsons. Fucking there's Beavis and Butthead in the fucking game. Like the fucking additions to the fucking game, the characters. Like, what the? I don't know. It's just like you got Hulk Hogan fucking hitting Beavis over the head with a fucking chainsaw. It's, you know, it's mental. It's fucking crazy. But I'm gonna wrap things up there, okay? Oh hell, but I do hope you all had fun, guys. Hope you all had a good time. And yeah, whatever you end up doing, whether you join me tomorrow for some bingo antics or you go elsewhere, whatever, you know, I'll be here anyway to cover Tuesday's bingo tomorrow, you know. But yeah, I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your Thursday, whatever it is you end up doing. And I'm going to end things how I always end things, by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. So yeah, I will live redirect the stream to WPIG, who I believe are live right now. Let me actually, let me confirm that for a second. Well, first of all, let's just go to live DSP. Is he back yet? No.
Ah, yes!
Fuck off. I'm kind of curious, Phil, what is Phil at, support-wise? If you want to check how he ended the stream, well, not the podcast, sorry. So his top super chat's 9.99, his top tip is 10 buckaroos, and his current King's Act is 74. So he's halfway to the goal, guys, he's halfway. But never mind that shit, fuck off, Phil. Who's live right now? WPIG are live, so I'm going to redirect you guys to WPIG. So there we go. Fuck me, and of course, remember later on tonight as well, Ethan Ralph is joining Phil for Smart Guys. Personally, I think half of the fucking thing is going to be fucking Phil and Ethan Ralph bitching and whining and moaning about Kino Casino. Some people think that Ethan Ralph is going to fucking have a go at Phil, and it'll basically be like the rich interview, if that makes sense. You know, remember what happened before. But If you guys are curious, of course, I'm sure plenty of detractors will be covering it later on. I'll be fast asleep by the time that shit's happening. So, but I'm looking forward to seeing some highlights from some potential highlights fucking tomorrow at some point. But yeah, I will redirect you guys to WPIG, but I'm going to head off out here, guys. Hope you all have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Until then, goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, "I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?" When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky, and you raise your face up. You're like, oh, you start dancing. You go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.